He said he's going to be a couple minutes, so. New trend of making compilations of times people were wrong and calling it a hit piece. At least it's better than calling everybody a pedo. True. It is better than calling people a pedo. Shoot. Yeah, Sass, I don't think I'm gonna have time to go through all this. And I don't know who any of these people are.
Samantha?
Fuck you, Paul.
What's
Holy
up,
shit,
Philly?
we were actually sitting there. Wait, are you trying to end stream?
No. Trying to talk to you.
My fault. Okay, so I don't know. I was highly impressed with the video.
Okay.
So, let me back up a sec. Let me back up. What did you think about, like, let's take Not So Erudite out of it. Like, as a content creator, what do you think about the like video essay format, like this direction for Cherry?
I like the aesthetic a lot too. Like especially like her sitting on the couch, her not really looking at the camera and just kind of like looking up and just kind of talking. I really liked the editing, especially with her like background and the couch in the back, and then putting the videos on top of that. I like that. I liked her adding like expressions from Not So Erudite with the opacity faded out and over the top. I really like that. The music really was fitting at a bunch of different parts, so I enjoyed all of that as well. The editing was dope.
No, agree 100%, and that's why, like, I'm sure as a content creator you can appreciate the effort that was probably put into making that video, the time, the research, all that stuff. Yeah, I thought it was a very, very, very good video for Cherry, and if she wants to take this direction in content creation, I think personally, in my humble opinion, this is the direction she should go, because she's obviously got a knack for it. Now, I don't know if it was like extra motivation because of this whole Not So Erudite Destiny thing she's on right now, you know, like that could have just gave her a little bit of extra spunk to make this video. But I really don't think so. I think this is a good creative outlet for her. And yeah, I think if she were to take a direction, because, you know, I know I'm aware, I've had private conversations with both of them, so like I kind of know like what Cherry is going through and where she's trying, like, not know personally, like we're friends or anything. I don't want to insinuate that, but like I'm just it made me happy to see her move in a direction with her content that is you know, that can be positive for her. Now let's actually get to the merits of the video. What did you think of that? Like her critiques and all that stuff? Because I watched the video separately. I didn't watch your reaction to it. So like if you had to repeat yourself and you need to make it like really quick, I understand. But yeah, so like what are your feelings overall?
So it's possible that I missed some parts that were key that I just like I was zoned out for, because I'm trying to read chat, I'm trying to answer DMs, I'm trying to do a bunch of different things at once, and so it's possible that I missed parts. But the hypocrisy argument, I don't get that. I didn't see it. I didn't even feel like it was there. But that's supposedly like what I'm supposed to take from this is she's a hypocrite. Look at all the hypocrisies. And I don't even know what to compare one thing to the other is, or what one thing is like hypocritical versus the other thing. I don't know where those arguments were or what it is that the argument is whatsoever.
I don't know. I think she laid it out. Well. I don't really want to like relitigate her arguments against Not So Erudite, because Not So Erudite hasn't responded yet. So I don't know. Here's what I will say. That like I agree. Like I heard the ending part of your commentary. I agree. Like a lot of the criticisms just seem like, you know, Erudite was wrong about this, Erudite was wrong about that. Like it wasn't really a lot of substance in terms of like why it's bad that she's wrong. Like, take for instance the Edward Snowden example.
Mhm.
I get the point Cherry was trying to make, like the condescension and like the doubling down when you're apparently wrong, or the not being able to accept you're wrong. And even in
Mhm.
like the midst of like the kick or keep conversation, like all these people trying to help her out, even Destiny throwing her a huge bone saying all of you are wrong, when really honestly it was just Erudite that was wrong. But like yeah, I
Well,
think
again,
she kind of
we
was
looked up the
mhm.
definition from the Oxford Dictionary. It was her definition. And then the same with Wikipedia, same definition. But even still, I did feel like she was trying to give up on the label a couple of times and give different
Yeah.
examples, and they kept coming back to like, well, no, defend the label. And so she tried explaining her argument that he's getting stuff from whistleblowers. And then Destiny comes in and says, yeah, you guys aren't understanding. Like, regardless of the label, her point is you don't respect whoever the whistleblower is, even if it's the people that Alex Jones is getting it from, these basement dwellers. You don't respect those people. You don't respect the information that he's getting and putting out there. And so you're just not engaging with what it is she's saying. You're arguing over a semantic label and whether or not we would call this person a whistleblower, which by Google's definition is a whistleblower. By the way, I would think of a whistleblower. It's not. I think that they have to be on the inside in order to be called a whistleblower. But yeah, I did feel like they were trying to say like engage with the point, not the semantic part of it, and they kept going back to the semantic part of it.
Yeah, all that might be true in hindsight, but like at the moment, yeah. So for a whistleblower specifically, colloquially, legally, we all use whistleblower as a term to mean somebody inside of an organization who, spills the beans on certain goings on. This whole Alex Jones could be a whistleblower, could not. I mean, nobody uses that term like that anymore. So
Yeah, but it
I
was
don't.
even explained that even at that point, if we're talking about legally, Edward Snowden's no longer a whistleblower because he was just a contractor and wasn't actually inside of the NSA. He was an outside contractor that just happened to have access to NSA information and was able to grab it.
What do you mean legally he's not considered a whistleblower?
He doesn't have legal whistleblower protections, which is why he had to flee the country.
Oh yeah, because the United States is trying to fuck him, but that doesn't mean he's not a whistleblower. Like there's specific reasons for that.
This is weird.
He
He didn't work for the NSA.
Fixed every. He did though.
He worked for a contracting company that was contracted by the NSA, but he wasn't an NSA employee. He wasn't on the inside of the NSA. He was on the outside of the NSA getting information from them. So this would be similar to like a reporter. Somebody gives the reporter the information from the outside. We would still call that reporter a whistleblower then, similar to Edward Snowden.
Okay, so are you making the argument that Alex Jones technically is a whistleblower?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that it isn't like as straightforward as we would think. But again, I think of a whistleblower as somebody from the inside. So in colloquial usage, I would definitely not call Alex Jones a whistleblower. I definitely would call Edward Snowden a whistleblower. But if we're going to legal terms, well, Edward Snowden didn't even qualify as a whistleblower, yet we would all, in colloquial terms, definitely call him that. And then by the Oxford Dictionary, then Alex Jones does become a whistleblower by that one. So it is just a semantic difference, and it did seem like she was trying to get off of it. It did seem like she tried moving off of it 2 or 3 times, and then we're acting like she was the one who kept going back to it, where she wasn't. She even tried like using a WikiLeaks definition or example instead of Alex Jones, and they kept telling her, no, why is Alex Jones a whistleblower? So they were the ones pushing her on Alex Jones, and then eventually she says, okay, just call it blah 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 blah. I don't care if we call him a whistleblower. She's like, my point is still the same. Engage with the point.
Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. So that will go to her whole like condescension, or I'm not sure what part that was towards the end of the video. So I guess she was talking about her like condescension and like her So the Alex Jones whistleblower thing is a little wishy-washy. I do understand that.
Well, and then so the point on addiction apparently was as well. You were here for that one, where people were saying that, like, according to the DSM, that Not So Erudite was correct on what it was she was saying about addiction being there for years, and the fact that this was categorized as such. On top of that,
I don't think Cherry's argument was that she was wrong. I think her argument was that Erudite, who positions herself as a authority, or a somebody who has like an immense knowledge of this, the way that she laid her argument out was to not appeal to authority.
I'm sorry. I just realized something that I need to address. Okay, chat was saying that the video is literally titled like about Not So Erudite being a hypocrite. It's not. There's one section about her being a hypocrite. This entire video was not about her being a hypocrite. So when in my last statement about the analysis, I was correct. You guys are wrong. This is not all about her being a hypocrite. There's one section, or I guess there's a couple of sections. Inauthenticity, hypocrisy, honest hypocrite, and then this is on addiction. This one's her being smug. This one, like, so yes, all of these are, the whole thing was not just hypocrisy. It was just about her being inauthentic. And so when I say at the end, like, yes, there are some things that I would disagree with Not So Erudite on, say that she was incorrect, say that, like, in certain instances I would disagree with her on these things, but I don't think it, like, leads to her overall, like, character being diminished. The idea that she positions herself as an authority, I just don't agree with this. I reject this outright. I don't believe this is the case. I've waited for a very long time from President Sunday and many other people to make this case. I still haven't gotten it. So I've never viewed her that way or felt like she was trying to project that. I feel like other people project that onto her.
I don't agree. I think that she has stated her credentials plenty of times in arguments as a way to position herself as the authority on these matters. Now, listen, I'm not here to argue for Cherry, argue against Not So Erudite. I just wanted to have an honest conversation about the topics that were brought up. Mm-hmm. I objectively, or I wholeheartedly disagree that Not So Erudite does not position herself as an authority figure. Okay. And this is a conversation that you're
chat speaking. Saying that I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. I don't really watch much of Not So Erudite's content, so I could be wrong. But I do remember the way, like, going over President Sunday stuff where he's making the same claim, and I don't feel like he showed it. But that's President Sunday.
Outside of President Sunday, I've myself with my own eyes witnessed Not So Erudite in the middle of a conversation, pull her credential card, speaking from a therapist's position, or speaking as I don't want to mess up the term of what she is, a psychometrician or whatever that is.
Yeah,
speaking as this, speaking as that, psychometrist, right? Speaking as this, speaking as that. My take on this, or my read on it. So she has used that. It's not something that she does constantly, or something that is like every conversation that you're always hearing it. But I have heard her use that in the past. So a casual viewer would, the layperson would get the impression that, okay, this woman knows what she's speaking about. She knows
what did you say?
She has some sort of background or knowledge of this specific, and especially when
I said, what are you doing? But I'm just gonna pull up your stream and find it for myself.
Oh, I'm just watching Tom's shit.
Speaks from a place of authority.
Nothing going on.
Air of arrogance about her that is
Sheesh.
Does any of these things make her a bad
super
person?
excited?
These are just so tired.
Flaws,
yeah, me too.
Being a human being, like these are things.
I sat down at my desk last night to start streaming, and I fucking fell asleep.
I think that these are
for like hours.
Things that people have noticed. A lot of people have noticed, not just
Damn.
And then I like went and crawled in bed, and I fucking
friendly terms with Cherry, I would say.
I like fell asleep in my robe and socks.
Blocked on her stuff, and me and
compression socks.
any sort of
That was not fun
I'm
waking up
not
like
coming
that.
from any sort of position of
Yeah.
favor
it
or
was
like this
tight.
person better than I
Yeah,
like
I would
this
definitely
person.
say I'm
I'm just
closer to
No,
Cherry than
not
I am
great.
Kyla for sure.
Get heckled, bitch.
okay. All right, so we're actually
Ninetales
quite
heckling me in
opposite
chat.
Yeah. So,
What?
So yeah.
Ninetales is
So with
heckling me in
Paradise,
chat. Said get heckled,
so
bitch.
let's go back to the addiction thing.
Fucking classic.
It seems
Throwing
as though
tomatoes,
Paradise was saying
boo.
that,
Just Ninetales
Channel
things.
name, you
in her name
bastard.
right now,
How
one
I
dare
never
you.
thought
she should not,
I never thought Ninetales would be
she should not
more
appeal
likable
to
than
this
Fruit Chops. I
sense,
never
or
thought
she
this
should
was
not
ever gonna
take the
happen, but here we are.
opinion on this because she herself has not.
This is
this
an interesting turn of events we've happened.
Oh, I never went over that stream of yours about food shops. What was it about?
Or like it was like riling her up, like that this person was like
Me not liking her.
was appealing to authority, basically.
What happened? What did she do?
Her doing the exact same thing with Chud Logic over
Recently.
the Dr. K thing. So that was like
Recently,
Yeah.
I just basically I was watching some of her streams, and then I basically there was just a few circumstances and situations where that I thought were really dumb. Basically, all the times where she basically tried to turn it around on people, and I thought that was really dumb and irritating.
Wasn't
So
there
I kind of talked
something?
about that.
Wasn't there something? That was something she did with Sonya.
However, I think that this was a very good.
Nah, Zonia kind of fucked her, but it's honestly kind of funny. I don't care.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh.
I mean, okay, like here's how I look at it. Like, you are like how much like how okay. Like my understanding is they had like a non-escalation agreement or whatever. Like they weren't gonna
A
like
non-aggression pact.
I guess so, yeah. But I don't know. And so the tipster, right?
Yeah.
So I guess Zonia essentially gave Tipster all the links to what I've been told is a highlight reel of all Food Shop's worst moments. I mean, I'm told it even includes the Rob Noir interview. Are you familiar with that one?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the follow-up to that.
Yeah, so basically, like, I guess Zonia was like, I don't know, outed or whatever. I don't really feel like it was a big secret. I genuinely don't think she gave a fuck, but she basically like it got out. Okay, so Keffels on stream basically said that Tipster had gotten them from Zonia. So then when Fruit Shots found out, she was like, oh, well, I thought we had a non-aggression pact. And then I guess Zonia did it because Fruit Shots leaked the DMs that Yuki made or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. But no, my stream, I leaked mine in Food Shops DMs.
Okay.
Because I felt like, fuck it, why not? I don't give a fuck. But they weren't really like spicy, to be honest. It was really just how I handled the situation on when things kind of went south. And then like my biggest criticism this whole time has just kind of been like how I don't want to say cloud hungry, but like just this whole like LARPing as Destiny type shit where like, she doesn't care how bad the fucking, the what do you want to call the scandal or the drama is.
Yeah, I could understand.
As long as she gets to like make a manifesto out of it. Like I basically just made a stream like calling all that out, just like talking about how cringe I thought it was.
I could
it was
understand.
A little aggro on my part.
I could understand like having a couple of the same values as him, but like she models a little too much after him.
Yeah, and like her expectations around this space and stuff, and like she has a way of like Keffel said it best, where like where Food Shops will talk about it as like, oh, this is just her like pedo arc, right? Like where it's like not or like it's the pedo drama, whereas like Keffel's like, dude, this isn't a drama, you're a pedo, get help. Like that's kind of the vibe I have too, where it's like, dude, you know, this isn't Destiny defending the use of the N-word. Like, this is a real accusation, something that is actually going to follow you for the rest of your life if you know, if you choose and proceed to, you know, manage this in a really shitty way. And then she's just trying to, like, you know, leverage every little piece of attention she can get in this regard to, like, you know, throw in, you know, to muddy the water or whatever, like to poison the well, and just like all the different things too, where it's like where she tries to, like, I think one of the biggest things that I like pointed out and stuff is where she talks about, oh, how the well's been like poisoned against her and stuff, and it's like, dude, like, no, like, they're literally the only thing that people have that to like substantiate anything is your own words and admission. Like, that's it. And then so it's like, it's not poisoning the well, it's like you poisoned your own fucking well and you're still trying to use it. And then it's also like, the other thing too is, like, I talked about how, like, I feel how I basically, like, I wasn't trying to like blame Tom or anything, but I basically talked about how, like, it's pretty cringe how she still comes on his platform and stuff, and like when she does, she just like doesn't say anything, or like it's just super annoying, like no one knows what she's saying, and then
she's trying to be funny. It's just really cringe.
And then the other part that I was actually more pointed about was Stardust, because of her fucking, because she had this like cringe tweet after the fact about like like, it was basically like gaslighting people who thought that the lolly was just like some, you know, was just like a cartoon or whatever, and like just all this shit. And it's like, dude, by her own self-definition, which actually matters almost the most, because this actually determines what she thinks she was doing, right? So it's like, if she thought that it was just like hentai or something, you know what I mean, and like was like fucking 60 IQ and like didn't recognize the difference or something, right? Like, that would be one thing and it would still be problematic. But no, she recognizes the key distinctions in which makes it problematic and admitted to doing it for that reason. So it's like, the, you know, that thing to me is just like, you know, it's whatever. And so the tweet that Stardust made fucking irked the shit out of me, and I didn't say anything because I felt like at the time I was like, dude, you know what, like, I feel like people are just like dogpile the situation so much that like I didn't really need to, you know what I mean? And but no, when this all came up, I was like, you know what? No, this actually made me fucking mad. And like, I don't know. So I pointed it out and I said something. Where is this? Okay, this was the Stardust tweet. Yo, if I look at SpongeBob porn with his big fat sponge dick and splooge coming out of all of his sponge pores, am I gonna get canceled? And then right after is like, how old is SpongeBob? How old is Patrick Star? Is Squidward off limits? And it's like, okay, sweet dude, but this is not like it's funny. You know what I mean? I'm not a fucking complete like. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to cancel fucking Stardust. Like, for what it is, it's a funny fucking tweet. But the whole intention behind it is like, it gaslights people who understand and like see the circumstance for what it is. And like my other thing as well is, it's like, dude, it just resonates to me like maybe your friendship is like super solid behind the scenes, but it just feels like you want to be the only one defending her for like the content or the drama it'll farm up or whatever. Like, they just could not see or understand a fucking reason why she wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, anyways. So that was something I found fucking irritating as hell. And
Hold on, channel name. She literally has said she is a pedo. Food jobs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
she's
sure.
directly said it. She is a pedophile.
I know. I sent you that clip, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you just said is retarded,
occasions.
channel name. What the fuck do you mean?
Oh fuck! You're talking to someone. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Like, she even knows what that entails. What? What's that? What's going on, man? Yes, food shops can be pretty fucking retarded. I'm not gonna disagree with that. So she doesn't know what that entails. She definitely knows what that entails. I don't think she's a fucking rotting corpse level of brain dead. Okay. I think she's just like mentally developed or mentally underdeveloped 5-year-old brain dead.
No, if you're attracted to underdeveloped features, it doesn't matter how you whitewash it. Neves Clueless here shows food shops didn't get it right.
Honestly, I'm not sure what she's even critiquing there.
Yeah, what are you even saying?
Ninetales, you fuck.
Ninetales still fucking retarded, I see.
She's got LPD.
Hey, I said she's more likable than food shops. I didn't say she was likable.
She's got LPD. Leftist
Which
personality
means-
disorder.
True. It is a bit of a disability, hey?
Yeah. But she doesn't like it when people use other people's mental illnesses to describe an action. So I'll just say that she's a raging cunt. All on her own.
Ninetales, you should use your quick mind to maintain a friendship or a professional relationship, a network, or stay in a community for more than 2 days without people getting super triggered and kicking you out.
I'm obviously not slow. I'm way faster than you. Yeah, you know, you probably can run faster than me. I'm fat.
Yeah, it's
But-
because the long legs.
Yeah, but your vocabulary does not elicit intelligence. Wait, no, Ninetales. She has said she has BPD. This isn't like, I was not diagnosing Cherry. She said, I have BPD. So I'm mapping on some behaviors as to not immediately say, oh, she's just a fucking scumbag. Like, oh, this is probably part of the mental illness. How is that not more human? It's not like, that's the opposite of dehumanizing. Borderline personality.
Dude, Kenkel said BPD. Anyone with a fucking brain knows that's borderline.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally not an issue. Like,
I know she said borderline. It was not bipolar, and people don't say BPD for bipolar. They
no,
say
it actually
bipolar.
can't, because people understand that the terms can be misconstrued, so they use a different designation for bipolar.
Not anymore. Not around here. Not in the Destiny verse. When they say BPD, they mean BPD. Fuck. And she clarified anyway. It wasn't like she just said that. She has said borderline.
You were misdiagnosed
she's
with bipolar
both
as a child, are you sure?
she's both said I have BPD and I'm borderline. So it's not just the one. What does that have anything to do with this? That's completely irrelevant. And also, cool. It should be derogatory. It should be derogatory. Because it's not good to have BPD. It's not like a positive thing. It's not like a inherent, like, it's not like you're fucked. but like that's not like a benefit to anyone. I'm not saying it's like gonna ruin your life and you're like calling someone like a slur, but it's not like you're saying it's a good thing. Like you're never gonna say, oh, I have BPD, I love it. That's not gonna happen. Thematic?
Why can't I hear
Yeah,
your
you're right.
stream?
You know what? You're right. Not derogatory. I'm retarded. No, Ninetales. Now you're retarded. I did not use them to attack people, and I wasn't using it to attack Cherry. What? If anything, I was using it to defend Cherry. Are you insane? I'm sorry. That's a stupid question. You're insane. You are not several steps ahead of me. You are fucking thousands of steps behind, and I'm the fat one. Okay? I should be slugging along, and you're fucking miles, I'm sorry, you're in Canada, kilometers behind.
Did I misgender food shops?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did either.
I think you misheard.
I'm reading your chat. I was like, dude, I don't think I fucking, you know, I don't like her, but I mean, it's not really my bag.
You're trolling, channel name. No. No, she referred to Tipster as him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Mike said I didn't either. Jeez. Okay, cool.
You're a fucker.
Yeah. Ninetales is the defender of all that's right and wrong in the world. Don't let her catch you using a word incorrectly, or she'll come for you.
No cap, Neve. That's funny. Hey, horny. I mean, Allie.
Oh my god. Did you see my community post by any chance?
No.
You should go look at it. It's pretty fucked.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, some fucking weirdo sent this shit to me. There were like 2 separate days or whatever. Basically, like the first conversation was like them shooting them shot, and it was like not that harmless or whatever. It's kind of awkward, but at least I could just be like, you know, I could just like throw down a boundary and be like, yo, no, kind of thing, right? And then they asked to be a mod, and then I told them no because of that reason. And then they fucking messaged me yesterday or the day before yesterday, whatever, with some crazy shit. And like you can kind of see that or whatever.
Oh shit, Ninetales, that was kind of based. Okay, let's see.
I'm good, Ali. Yeah. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Did they actually find it?
No. Okay, so this is the fucking weird thing about it, okay? So basically obviously my situation, and because of this I've been talking about it, not like the details or whatever, but basically obviously I was assaulted and the trial is actually at the end of next month, but yesterday or the date whatever the 15th or the 16th was like the pre-trial or whatever, so they just established all the whatever little tidbits and stuff. But before that, it hadn't really been on my mind, and now it's kind of going to be forced to, because now I have to meet with council and do all this stuff or whatever, right? And it's going to be more relevant, so I have to think about it more. So it was super fucking weird that I woke up one day and had all of those fucking messages on my shit, dude. It was the craziest fucking I don't know what you want to say, coincidence or whatever.
What if it wasn't a coincidence?
Huh?
What if it wasn't a coincidence?
No, because it seemed kind of spiteful.
No, I mean, what if it's the guy?
Did I catch a fade? What if it is him? I don't know. Didn't really occur to me. Because I felt just the likelihood of it being him would be so fucking insane. But no, I don't know. I personally don't think so, but yeah. Yeah, it just feels like somebody who it feels like somebody who kind of like I said, is acting out of spite because of the shit.
Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah. Remember, I'm new, but I don't know or hate anyone, but not trying to be defensive. This came to me and it's screwed. Does anyone call her not so hairy, dyke? What the fuck?
Well, she definitely would not be that thing. So.
And then they posted in the Discord as well. They sent some other shit, but I didn't post that because it was after. They posted this on my general channel. Hold on, I'll send it to you. Right after, and I didn't like notice until I guess it was too late to like take it off. I don't even know. I asked Fuzzy too, but I don't know if she got around to it. Okay, look at this fucking. This is the follow-up message, and this was after I blocked them. They weren't in the server, so they joined after, and I didn't even think they could do it if I blocked them or whatever. But
Let's see. Yikes.
right,
In what server?
mine in my general chat.
Why didn't you ban him from your server?
Well, because he wasn't in there to begin with, right?
Oh.
So yeah, so I banned him, obviously, right? And then it didn't occur to me that they could just join the server. So yeah, this was like after I talked about this on stream a little bit, and then while I was on stream, they fucking sent this.
Weird.
Right, Cankle?
Yeah. Very weird.
I've been wanting to share that for so long.
Yes.
I showed restraint.
100%. Muck Canklemore, get it? I'm hilarious. Oh my god. I'm actually like spitting out my food as we speak. I'm laughing so hard.
All good. I think I don't anticipate it happening. Hopefully much longer, but we'll see.
Some of those fucking internet retards can get pretty fucking weird. And what's the word? Clingy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if this person watches me, they don't say anything in chat, or they have like a completely different name and they're in there right now and I don't know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like weird that way where I don't know.
What if this is somebody you know?
What if it was somebody I knew? Holy
Yeah.
fuck, that would be scary.
Even like somebody you know online.
That would also be fucking gross and scary.
I am not implying it's me. I obviously do
No,
not
no,
know
no,
the
no,
BBC.
no, of course not. Of course not. But like, yeah, no,
I
just think
I was about to make a ridiculous joke. I was about to say I have an SWC. Oh, good.
yeah. Yeah, I just think it was somebody who got salty.
I hope so.
You ever like open Twitter on your phone and you see something that's like super interesting, but then like before you can actually look at the post, it fucking loads and then it's like you don't find the post ever again? Has that ever
Yeah,
happened? So
Yeah.
brutal.
it's so annoying. Happens on Instagram sometimes too. I haven't had one of these fucking lime chili shrimp ramen cups. in so long, but this fucking flavor is so good. It is like
What is it?
lime chili shrimp, Maruchan ramen cup. Normally the ramen cups are like kind of ass, but this fucking flavor is so good. It's weird how good it is. Because it's fucking Maruchan ramen. Just ass. This shit is fire.
Did you see the TikTok from the Somali pirate today?
The TikTok from the Somali pirate?
Yeah, there's a Somali pirate TikToker now. He made a TikTok.
Is that the guy that won Hassan's stream?
Possibly. I heard that there was somebody there was a pirate on his stream. So possibly. But this person is like it's a pretty good looking person. And they look like there's like a bunch of like puns or whatever in the shit. And somebody calls him Timothy Chimale. Like oh my god, I'm gonna have to type it. I'll type it in chat. It's like
No, I know what you're saying.
dude, he actually looks like him. It's fucking
That's
weird.
fucking hilarious.
It's brutal. I actually want to pull it up.
Is
It's
it a
probably
Somali
one of the most-
pirate or is it? I think it's like a
Oh, Yemeni, my bad.
Yemen. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That's important.
I was about to say because I know that they're involved with like the whole Israel-Palestine shit.
Well, Yemen is in Syria, isn't it?
It's like sort of. It's like on the edge of Syria, which is right above Israel, and I know they're blocking shipments to Israel
I think this
or
was in
Palestine.
Destiny's subreddit, possibly. These are the only subreddit I actually will see. He loves One Piece.
Yeah, apparently he's been watching my favorite show since he's a kid, and then Hassan goes, "That's awesome! You're doing what Luffy would do." Because Hassan called Luffy a
That's
terrorist.
insane.
Hassan called Luffy a terrorist, which in Hassan's eyes is correct. Luffy would be a terrorist. Like in Hassan's definition of terrorist, yeah, Luffy would be a terrorist. But like in most people's definition of terrorist, no, he's not a terrorist. He does not kill innocent civilians. He is a freedom fighter, like a rebel that is going after the government exclusively. He will not kill civilians to further his means. Like that's sort of his like largest sort of moral hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call him Monkey D. Houthi. What?
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's really, really, really good. Fuck. I don't like how good that is. I got some graded Pokemon cards in the mail today. I got like 5 of them. From that Whatnot app. That thing is fucking terrible. I'm fucked for the rest of my life because of that app. It's literally just QVC, but for like whatever the fuck you want. There's a different streamer for different stuff. And there are just a bunch of Pokemon card streamers and Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, I think there's like a couple Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. I didn't look at any of those ones. There's fucking One Piece card streamers. There's fucking Magic card streamers. They're just selling shit the entire time they're on stream. Auctions and fucking sales. It's just fucking ridiculous. And it's so easy to just get wrapped up in it because it starts at $1. The auctions will start at $1 for like 10 seconds. It's insane.
Dude, there's a meme in the Destiny Discord, and it's like a fucking it's an Overwatch like patch note, but it's like Kelly Jean, and it's like developer comments. Kelly Jean has been underperforming in recent conversations, so we decided to rework her ultimate ability and give her a fighting chance against the other characters.
Yikes.
And their move is called Enrage Deflect. We have increased the damage when Kelly Jean says, "Why do you even care?" Or "What is the point of even talking about this?" From 55 damage to 95 damage.
She's fucking...
Damn.
I work with her. She's like... She's off her shit lately. I don't know what the fuck. I used to like her. I really... she's driving me nuts. She's so fucked up, the way she talks about people lately, and like, she can't just own it, and she's just so fucking just disgusting about the way she goes about it afterwards. Like, she did the same thing with Darius. She just like lies and like won't own any of the fucking shit she says. She just fucking lies. It's gross.
This Kelly Jean flowchart. Question about behavior, and then it goes to that didn't happen. Okay, it happened, but it wasn't like that. Okay, it was like that, but it was just a joke. And then you flip a coin. If it's tails, then it's why are we even talking about this? But if it's heads, it's okay, it wasn't a joke, but everyone does this. And then it goes to okay, everyone doesn't do this, but they deserved it. And then it goes to, okay, but I have autism. Why are we even talking about this? To, have you won the debate? Yes, W. But if you haven't, then you go back to no, I'm not getting a chance to say my side. And then you go straight back to why are we even talking about this? That's really funny. And we need more flowchart memes.
It's kind of true.
She's always on Jstolix.
Jizztickle. Just call him Jizztickle.
Jiztickle. Yes.
Jizztickle.
Jiztickle.
Yep.
Oh my god. Have you heard of that Atvian like shorts? Fucking plugin for OBS?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god, it's amazing. You just like basically it turns your OBS into like I've been like literally forcing this down everyone's throats like all
Oh, like the
so
vertical
fucking
thing?
good. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And like I've been able to make some really high quality reels with it, which has always been my biggest beef with the whole thing.
Damn, fucking Ninetales got me down to a T.
I think I like P Scout. I've never seen him do anything before.
This
And
guy's
then I
dope.
watched yeah, he is cool. I didn't really know anything about him.
He can
But,
be a
yeah.
little bit bad faith from time to time. Like there was one thing he did in an argument with Rage Pope, where he just kind of wasn't getting it, and he like I think he wasn't understanding what they were saying the whole time, and then when they finally got through to him, like what they were trying to say, like he finally repeated it back properly. He was like, no, this was not your point the whole time. You guys are just being bad faith and lying the entire time. I was like, oh my god, no fucking shot. He just said that.
Ruthless.
Yeah, he pulled a Ninetales. Gotcha, bitch.
Who's this new girl in Destiny's streams?
Anna.
Oh, like this Anna from whatever
from the
back
Kelly.
in the day, Anna or whatever.
No, that's Anna.
Sure, it's not Anya.
That would be Anne of War. She's a
Is
nutty.
this his new boo thing?
I think they might be banging, but I don't know. I reached out to her. I got her in the Kicker Keep server. I'm gonna plan an
Great.
episode with her.
I need to watch the latest episode. I watched a bit of it and I thought it seemed fucking cool.
It
That
was
was a good
really good.
lineup.
That was that fucking episode was another one of my episodes.
Yeah, you got Coder on, right?
Yep,
Sick.
he was pretty
That's
quiet.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I only saw him at the beginning, but he's a smart guy. I've seen him step onto a panel on Everyday Ashley's once actually. It was random as fuck.
Really?
To fight a lot of the black pillars from PWF. He came on to like try and even the playing field a little. It was pretty cool. Smart motherfucker.
Yeah, he is pretty smart. He's a lefty, but probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, like it's okay when it's like you're I mean when you're I don't know how to explain it, like those lefties that are like they're good at arguing, so it's like fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me that much.
And some that aren't like crazy. Do I like D&D?
Live.
I was also encouraging him to speak up a little bit. I was talking to him during the show. I was like, yeah, you'll find it in. You'll find it in. It's difficult. It's not easy finding it in conversations where people have been arguing. The people that you're trying to butt into the conversation with have been arguing for weeks over the same thing. So they're comfortable with each other and you're just joining. Allie, I don't see anything. Where did you send this thing?
It's unfortunate they only had Lauren on. She was the only girl. Who else could they realistically have brought on though? Is there anyone else that is like even remotely in the same like was there anyone they could have even brought on? Or is this literally it? Like who else does politics like her?
Like who?
Like Lauren. Like who else has that like knowledge base? Like who's like a lefty that like argues like her, or like another righty that kind of argues like her? Not like her, but like, you know what I mean? Like that would have been a fit for that panel. I can't think of anyone.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
They also added liking big juicy booties.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ninetales thumbs down the fucking video. You fuck. Ninetales, I do like D&D, but I haven't played yet. Want to. And I have stuff I want to set up a fucking campaign. I don't remember you sending a clip of that, Allie. I just remember you telling me. Wait, never mind.
Todd Grand did a really good video on him and Gypsy. Do you know who that Todd Grand guy is?
No. I want to be on Kick or Keep one day.
Message Q, he'd probably let you on.
I don't know who that is. Well, I know who that is, but I don't know how to access him.
Do you have Discord?
Yeah.
Then there you go.
Well, what do you mean do I have Discord? We met on Discord.
True e-girl, see? Yeah, you just message him on Discord, he'll probably let you on. There you go, boom.
Can I be on it today?
No, you're in my apartment. How would you
Don't
be
you
on
have
it?
another setup right there?
That was my wife's setup, okay? I haven't emotionally moved on from that.
Optically, that's a little interesting.
Also, like and took that computer to use for a studio, so there's just monitors in there. Nice try, though.
I'm sick.
Yeah, true. Wait, sick, is that a good thing for
No.
Zoomers? Oh, is that a bad thing for Zoomers?
Yeah.
But not like actually sick.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so weird, because when I grew up, we said sick, but that meant awesome.
No, like you can say, oh, like that's sick, like that's awesome, but if you're like, oh, like I'm sick.
It just means you're not awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The way she spells her name on Discord is kind of goofy. It's AWNUH. Anna. My eyes are so dry right now. What fucking time is it? 4:45? Fucking kill me. Probably gonna go to bed soon.
Like, who else does politics like her? Sweet. Sweet.
Neve, what the fuck are you doing? Neve, what the fuck are you doing? Did she just die? Did she just die? What Tom's rating I go? Yep.
I don't remember.
What Tom's rating I go?
I don't remember what I was gonna do 2 seconds ago.
Yep.
It's fine. We're just watching. We're at the end.
Lame.
Is so right, and I have so many samples. Okay, I have so many fucking samples. It's amazing. Fucking sample. I have so, and actually, we're at the end of Cherry's video, and I think that she is so right, and I have so many samples. Okay, I have so many fucking samples. It's amazing.
You've escaped. D1000, one more. You've escaped. D1000. Jesus Christ, Neve, what is going on? Jesus Christ, Neve, what is going on? Zonia, I think she's dying over there, and I don't know how to get through to her. Zonia, I think she's dying over there, and I don't know how to get through to her. Mike, help me. Mike, help me. Fuck. No, I'm not serious. Fuck. Should you call? No. No, I'm not serious. Should you call? No. Send the tactical squad team to rescue her. She's dropping all of her yogurt on the floor. They need to clean it up ASAP. Send the tactical squad team to rescue her. She's dropping all of her yogurt on the floor. They need to clean it up ASAP. I don't even know if she eats yogurt, but that's my assessment. I don't even know if she eats yogurt, but that's my assessment. The Tom Echo virus. Yep. It's the only way I'm hearing these fucking crash sounds is through her stream, so I'm getting an echo on mine. It's the only way I'm hearing these fucking crash sounds is through her stream, so I'm getting an echo on mine. It's worth it. Don't ew me. Lee. It's worth it. Don't ew me. Allie. Or grittying. Or grittying. You know what? Maybe she was doing the Dougie. You know what? Maybe she was doing the Dougie. A tactical team of squirrels kidnapped me, Resto. And now we need to send another team of save her and clean up her yogurt that she is dropping all over the place. And now we need to send another to save her and clean up her yogurt that she is dropping all over the place. This is primo content. We don't get this anywhere else any other time. This is primo content. We don't get this anywhere else any other time. This is special. You're probably right. I'm rendering. You're probably right. I'm rendering. Damn. I know nothing about editing. Damn. I need to. I need to start giving a fuck. Nothing about editing. I need to. I need to start giving a fuck. More yogurt.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Zonia.
More yogurt.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Zonia. Like, boil some tea.
Dude, what the fuck has been happening?
I'm so sorry. I'm the most negligent human.
What's with the crashing sounds?
Where?
What do you mean where? Every 5 seconds, not every 5 seconds, every minute or two, there's like this just crashing. Like it sounds like paper is falling all over the place, or like you're dropping like a pyramid of cans or something.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And it's not super loud. It just sounds like it's in the distance, like you did something and hurt yourself, like you're falling into like a fucking bathtub full of Skittles or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying stupid shit.
It was literally just me grabbing. Well, because I turned. Oh, you know why? I turned off the echo removal and the noise removal because I was doing like voice training practice earlier, and then I was showing Mike and like rest of those guys like some of the stuff. But are you in a room cam, Mike? We can hear everything in the room. It might be, yeah. I just turned on the suppression and stuff now.
Are you walking through a door, or are you walking through like the type of door that's like blinds?
The type of door that's blinds? No.
You know what I mean by that?
I kind of do, but no. Like definitely a door. Why?
It sounds like what it kept sounding like. It didn't sound like echo. It sounded like you had a stack of papers on two stacks of papers, and then like something dropped both of them in the same area, and they were like overlapping and all falling together.
Weird.
Like thick paper, like construction paper, like huge stacks of construction paper. Like it sounded like flopping posters.
Okay, so the door that I have on like in the computer room or whatever, it's like I'm very confident that the door is like maybe hinged at a slant, or it's like slightly too big for the door frame. And so it used to be a big like point of contention with my old roommate. She used to like lose her fucking mind all the time, like when I would come home and stuff, like open the door, because this used to be my room, right? And obviously they're both mine now, but like this one was the one I slept in. And so it was this big thing where I, you know what, like not intentionally, was like gaslighting her basically, because I just didn't think it was that bad. And then one time I had like drinks with the neighbor like downstairs, and then like they pointed it out. And then when I moved into the other room and my other roommate moved in, then I would go to bed, and like every single fucking time she went to bed, it was like, dude, this is insane. So yeah, like if I ever talk to her again, I probably owe her a huge apology. And then we got into a fight, right? So she was like the kind of person that did all the maintenance around the place, right? So she arranged to have the building manager or whatever come to the place, right? And so the idea was that he was going to like take the door off the fixture and like sand it down so it wasn't as rough and as coarse. And so we got in a fight like the day before or whatever. So like when he came, she wasn't home. And I was like, oh yeah, like actually, I don't think the door's like really that bad. I think we're probably okay. And she like came home as I was having this conversation, and she lost her fucking mind, dude. It was really funny. But yeah, probably pretty scummy thinking about it in hindsight. Probably because yeah, it was not great. So yeah.
You gotta listen to this. Click into my Discord stream.
Oh, you ran it back?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. There you go.
This is special.
Hold on. Let me take streamer mode off.
Start. Fuck. That sounds like so much shit crashing.
Sounds like I was getting thrown through the fucking drywall.
Yeah.
Holy.
All over the place. Rest up. You know what?
What? Hey, that's funny. It's crazy how much of a difference the noise suppression makes then. Because like my setup is now
Going all
like
over the
built into this closet, right?
To
So
save her.
it would echo so
tactical
bad if not.
You know what?
What?
That was the thing. That was the alley.
Did it scare you? Like when it happened? Like did it come through the stream? Like did it come through my mic that loud or?
Yeah, I mean not like it didn't come to your mic on Discord, but like I was listening to your stream for a second to see if I could hear you. But yeah, that just started happening. I was like, what the fuck? And then I started talking to your stream. So yeah, that was something.
That was something. Started you the first time you heard it. I'm like notoriously loud. I actually got an award at work once for like obviously they're like gay gifts at the end of like a year, so like December. And my award that I got, like actually on a like mounted award, was the closest. Okay, it was like the most aggressive person to enter a door with like actually breaking it or something. It was really fucking crazy. I don't know if it was. It was funny though.
Well, shit. Did you see what Ashley posted recently?
What did she post?
Something about Lav.
Ashley did?
Yeah.
Was it like a hippie or just like a tweet or something? Ashley always does that shit, so it's not that. It's not that. Dude, have you heard the lore of Ashley's like beefs and stuff on the internet? They're insane. She once hired a private investigator to find out like Red Pill guy's like marriage contract or something because he was like boasting about how I don't know.
But
he was
I
saying
am
some
a
like
scarred
misogynistic
cat.
bullshit. So she hired a private investigator and actually like dug up his marriage contract and then used it to make a reel. She's insane, dude. Hey, sorry, are you watching this video?
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna click on it. It's like 2 minutes.
Okay, wait, I have it put up.
I'm genuinely curious because I know you're denouncing the OnlyFans and all that, but at the time you said that you were now artfully selling pictures of your vagina on your Patreon. I just am curious how that's different.
It's not, and I didn't.
Oh, okay.
This doesn't exist.
Cleavage.
You lied about your Patreon not having nudes. You lied about not like posting sex education videos on your Patreon. You never did that.
So is this process for the vagina going to be in the video?
Not in like a pornography sense.
Oh, so your pussy's going to be on it not in a porn way, in an educational way. Get the fuck out of here. This is total copium.
I'm a bit confused because I thought you did that on your Patreon.
So I will post like my nude body.
Okay.
Not in like a compromising position, but in like a nudist way. Like because I'm proud of my sexuality. So basically, like my first video that's going up next week is I'm doing a yoni steam. So there will be like some things on Patreon, like with my yoni steam video, I'll probably do like a before and after of like what my vagina looks like after and before the steam. So that will probably stay in the Patreon video, and then it's like an exclusive, like if you're curious, right? I'm not gonna have a fake orgasm. I'm not gonna take requests for you to want to see me in like a little outfit or whatever.
This is Lav's Patreon, okay? So if you pay £94 a month, it says here, you want me to buy a costume, cosplay, get up for stream.
I'm not gonna take requests for you to want to see me in like a little outfit or whatever. I'm not.
It says here, you want me to buy a costume, cosplay, get up for stream.
We're in a different social caste than most of the fucking world. Okay? So we can get away with things that the average person would not get away with. I'm not going to prescribe my situation in a place where most people would not benefit from my situation because they don't have the same means as me. They don't have the same life as me. And what I will do is advocate for the
if she's
most
rich,
people.
she's less incentivized to make an OnlyFans than anyone I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, especially with the way that she projects herself online. It's like, dude, why? It kind of just seems like baiting, like all of her tweets. You know what I mean? Seems like more or less the same theme. That's all I have to say. Controversy sells.
Yeah, kind of. She's interesting. I'm like back and forth on my opinion of her.
There's sometimes I think she's really funny, and there's other times where I can't really. Did you see the panel that she was on with Mooncake? Poor fucking Mooncake, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Wake one? Oh yeah, we watched that like 3 times. That was fucking hilarious. I did, at least.
Damn. Yeah, Mooncake was
so good.
not having a good time on that one. I could kind of tell.
Dude,
she's so fucking
Mooncake?
Nice. She's like too nice.
She's too innocent, man. Like, I don't know if innocent is like necessarily the right word, but getting like a sense for, you know, like just her background and stuff, it's like, dude, yeah, I don't know. I kept like meaning to be like, dude, like it's okay to, you know, take the claws out a little, or like, I don't know. The one thing that she was good at though was getting staying back on topic. Like, she obviously, you can tell when somebody says something shitty to her, she just kind of like questions it and it's like, oh, why are you being so mean, kind of type energy. But she sticks on topic, so like she could get by with that, but ultimately somebody's gonna see that and prey on it, right? She said Fabian Liberty was super fucking mean to her.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I'm like, dude, shit. But I guess she goes on Prime K's like once a week now or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like a black focus panel, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't understand what it is or know what it is, so that's my understanding.
Yeah, he does those. I don't know how regularly he does the all black panels, but
Question.
Yeah.
Okay, we were talking about VTubers earlier, okay? All black everything.
Yeah.
So if you, let's say you became a VTuber tomorrow, okay? If you got a VTuber that's black, is that blackface?
It's digital blackface.
Is it?
I think so.
All black everything, that's what it's called. It's every Thursday.
That's it. Yep. Just trying to think of that.
So Mooncake and I have talked about doing content IRL one day because she's only like 3 or 4 hours away from me, which is so rare. The only other person I think lives close to me is like
me,
Sass. You are so far away from me. I've been told. I only know this based on her Twitter, because not that anyone's ever told me this or anything, because it's kind of creepy. But I think on her Twitter, based on what it says there, I'm pretty sure she lives pretty close to me.
Sassafras?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, super cool. I don't think I've ever. I want to know if I'm curious to know if I've ever heard her talk on Tom's stream, because she does go on sometimes, right?
Yeah, she's got a super soft voice.
Okay, maybe then. Yeah. She's an absolute sweetheart, though, from what I remember. She seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. She's another one of the good leftists.
Well, it makes a lot of sense. Like, so the west coast of Canada, Vancouver, Victoria, is like some of the most lefty places you could be, like, in the world. They're very, 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 very progressive. When I was younger and I hadn't come out yet, I used to go there and like get into gay shit with my friends.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like,
get into gay shit with your friends, like fucking, or like
no,
makeup and dressing,
yeah,
shit.
more like maybe like more feminine, not flat out. Like I wasn't like cross dressing or anything like that. But
okay.
Yeah, just like maybe more femme or whatever. We'd go to like gay bars and stuff. That's what I mean, like literal gay shit. But
like art galleries. I'm just I'm kidding.
No, actually, no. Seriously, that's actually super funny you say that. So there's an organization called Vancouver Art and Leisure, and if you go to the page or whatever, right? I wonder if it's still a thing. I'm gonna search it up right now.
You know,
so it's called
that...
Vancouver Art.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So it's called Vancouver Art and Leisure, right? So you're like, okay, sweet, like. What is this? And basically it's called Val, right? And so what Val does is Vancouver Art and Leisure Society is a radical artist-run organization devoted to presentation. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Presentation programming, advocacy of art, leisure in unconventional and unexpected places and ways in Vancouver. We believe art and leisure should not be limited by space, but by idea. So my friend's like, okay, like we're going to this party. It's like, it's Val. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? She's like, oh, don't worry. Like, we'll just go. So we go. And we're in like an abandoned, like dead street of Vancouver, basically. We go into an alley and then we go like up some fucking set of stairs. And it's like a repurposed, it's not even like a fixed club. They basically just like throw massive raves in like abandoned buildings in Vancouver. And like they're absolutely insane. Like the one I went into had like a dance floor that was probably like, I don't even know. The room was like maybe less than 10 meters long. So very, very, very small, packed with like so many people, tiny ass DJ set. And then there was bigger stages. And then there's like little rooms where you could be like one-on-one or whatever, like basically sex rooms or drag rooms or whatever you want to say. And just the absolute like craziest shit I've ever done. The only thing I've ever done that was crazier was like a bush rave called Bushwhacked when I was in high school. Where they didn't tell you where the rave was. They didn't tell you where the rave was until like an hour before it was actually starting. And so they told you like a general idea, like, okay, at max, you'll have to drive like this amount of time based on where you are in like our valley. So we were like 10 o'clock. We hadn't even left our city yet. And they told us it was like 2 to 3 hours, like kind of away, basically. And then you just go and then, yeah, it's just like a rave all night and stuff. Really crazy. I almost died. I fell and almost hit my head on a tree stump. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, true story.
I died once. So I said that jokingly, but also I said it like because of something else. I said it jokingly, but also I said it because of something else. There's
what?
The art gallery thing.
Oh, okay, why?
So not just because of like, oh, art gay, whatever, like the conservative joke, or not, it's not a joke to them, but but like
it's legit. It's a real, it's a deserved stereotype, like 100%.
Yeah. So there's this place in Cape Cod called Provincetown, and I think it is it is so poignantly gay, it's absurd. This place is called Provincetown, but everyone calls it P-Town. Penis, great. It is on the tip of Cape Cod. Literally looks like a dick. Perfect. And you go out there and it's super gay, and there's art galleries everywhere. And then there's like people in like Speedos, just like walking around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, do you know anything about Cape Cod?
Can you tell me what state it's in or what part of the country?
All the way east.
No, I don't. No. I've heard the name, yeah, but I mean, I don't really know what the lore is.
Cape Cod is like, it's like if Florida was like boring. It's not warm, but it's like, it's northeast, but it's a hi Zonia.
Hello.
Zonia.
It's like
Hi.
How are you?
How am I? Is that what you said?
Yes. How are you?
I am tired, but I'm all right. I'm waiting
Where are
for
you Where are you time zone wise?
West Coast, so
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, Pacific time. I'm
Cool,
waiting for a video to finish rendering, and then I'm gonna set it to upload, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But
Oh yeah.
I'm actually supposed to be up early today, but I just spent the whole time working on this one video, so
Okay.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna get less sleep than I wanted to, but whatever.
What is your editing program of choice?
DaVinci Resolve Studio.
Okay. That's what Detox uses.
Yeah.
You too?
I can't use it for shit, but yes, I do use it. It's free. It's
So
it's totally free.
I have the one
I think
Angie
that
gave
is-
me, and it's like Movavi or something. I learned how to use it. I don't know. I don't know what any other editing program is like though. So, yeah.
I've been through a few of them over the years. I originally, when I first started streaming and started uploading videos, I was using Shotcut, but it just had way too many limitations, and especially when you had larger videos, it just bogged down, had lots of problems, especially if you had like a whole bunch of sources. Like if you were working with a bunch of stills and a bunch of other videos and such, it just got like this video wouldn't have been able to be done. This is a 3 hour and 15-minute video, and it's got like over 50 other sources in it. I mean, like media sources. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like your
Yeah.
editing style, or your. I think aesthetic is probably the right word. Like your color choices and stuff. I think they're really cool.
Oh, thanks. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's basically inspired by my earliest gaming experiences in the early 80s on like old monochrome phosphorescent, phosphor green, like green phosphor displays on computers and stuff. So that's why I decided to use that terminal green. And then like I have like the Linux shell prompt as part of where my image is, or where my face is on the stream, and that's all part of that. It's part of like basically all the things that I came from, right?
Yeah, I need to solidify some colors for my stream still, but I'm not. It's not something I'm stressed about, like brand wise, I suppose.
So you do the whole hive thing, and you're like the queen of the hive, right?
Yeah. So the lore. Cool. The lore thing is actually like it has nothing to do with my affinity for bees or anything. So when I started, like my first like stream panel experience was like on Angela Knight's panel. So Angela Knight is like I would say like I was born of her. I credit her for a lot of things, right? Like she was the first person to like platform me and stuff, and by like interacting with her, I ended up getting into like the Black Manosphere. And so generally like when I was on the Black Manosphere, like due to things like my voice and like my appearance and like just kind of like the juxtaposition for that, like, I would talk, I would get coomed on for the first couple minutes, and then I would talk, and then everyone would be like, oh, she's a transformer, right? And so the biggest stream that I had was one where I was on this YouTuber by the name of Anton Daniels, and I was wearing like a jumpsuit that was yellow at the time. So I think that basically they were like calling me Transformer, and in this like kind of community, like when somebody's like when like something is being thrown at you, like you kind of either have to like lean into it or just like suffer the consequences of somebody like calling you that forever, right? So I was wearing the yellow or whatever, and I was like, they were calling me Transformer. So in the stream, I changed
Bumblebee.
my StreamYard to Bumblebee. Yeah, and that's actually how it started. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, that's actually pretty cool lore.
It is. It's funny, and so yeah, that
like,
was generally
hello,
the
honey,
gist
how
of
you
the roast.
doing? You come hang out with me today.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ryan.
What's up?
I thought she was here for a second. I was like, oh my God, I'm talking
That's
so long. But yeah, so that was the whole B thing basically. And then there was like one of my first subs.
Hang on really
was,
quick. Your stream went down, Neve.
Did it?
Yeah, I think it was like sports or something.
Oh,
says
no.
suspended.
Oh, it's just probably
'Cause I had
temporary.
Because I had the NHL on. Sheesh. Okay. I was just catching the highlights.
Yeah, if you minimize it, make it really small, and like partially cover the source of the screen with something, you can usually get it to work. If you have the audio off and you just have the image and it's reduced, and then you have something that like covers like a corner of it or something, they oftentimes can't. You cover the corner with the logo, the brand, and they might be able to achieve that.
It
was like AI or something.
This one.
See, this is what kick streams are for.
Oh yeah,
I do that kind of stuff on kick streams.
This one time when I was just streaming on
Thank you,
Twitch, like I think like the beginning of last year.
No problem.
Before I like got involved in any communities, I streamed the Super Bowl on Twitch, and what I did was I put a like a transparent like PNG file over the Super Bowl, so it looked like there was a checkerboard pattern on it, and it never got picked up. I just deleted the VOD. And there were like 1,000 people in there watching it. It was
Smart,
fucking
actually.
terrifying because I had just got affiliate at that point, and I thought I was about to get it taken away, but I got away with it. I got really fucking lucky. That was fun and terrifying. Yeah, PNG files.
So have things settled down for you since like last week, Sonia?
What do you mean? Like what specifically? My IRL stuff?
The tipster stuff, I suppose. I mean, that was something. I watched a lot of the.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know if this is.
I feel like I was like I feel like my involvement in that whole thing was so external. There was just like there was the fallout with food shops, but like otherwise, I don't know. It was pretty much a nothing burger. Yeah.
I think getting into what
you're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. I laughed so fuck. I mean, I don't know.
Oh boy, it's cutting out a ton. Is that me?
No, it's coming through. It's pretty bad. It's cutting out a lot. It's it's you, Neve.
We get like every third word.
Yep.
Damn, you're just getting wrecked everywhere.
Maybe disconnect, reconnect. Oh, it might be better now.
It might be. Is it?
Oh, yeah, I think it is. Okay, what were you asking me?
I was gonna say, I don't know if it's like something you're proud of or anything, but I laughed so fucking hard with the
Keffel's reaction.
Well, that too, and then the whole shrooms thing, and then it was so funny. And then it's like, okay, maybe my interpretation of the event, but like, okay, there was like your shameless like admittance to the events killed me. I was crying. It was so funny. And then there was like also like a tiered admittance as well, where it was like at first it was like yes, and then it was like yes, and then yes, but it was like the extent to which didn't really come until your conversation. Oh, actually, no, until your.
I think you're cutting out again.
Yep.
Oh no.
It's just so annoying. This never happens to me.
Funny.
Okay, you talking about when I called into food shops and she questioned me on it, and I was answering.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you hear my talk with Tom about it right after, like the day after or so?
I did not.
Yeah, I was talking to Tom about it, and I was saying, it was. If I said, if I had a chance to go back and like, you know, do things all over again, I would so do it again. So,
well, the biggest thing too, it was like so like you hadn't really I don't think you took control of the narrative until you started your own stream, and then you were like, you just straight up owned up to it. And you're like, yeah, this is what happened. And then that to me was like, holy fuck, that was so funny. So it was a good time. But there was one fucking like one thing that I wanted to say, like generally, is like, I mean, you guys are not friends, or like you guys were saying, like the bridge was burned, right? And so there's no like Geneva Convention necessarily, right? And like I just the interesting thing in that conversation for me was like what her expectations of your behavior, like what did she expect? Almost, right? And like
and then her weird thing about like, you know, like what did I see, and how, you know, what did I think of her and our friendship and such, and like she was like, all I hear you say is how much you know what you do for Yuki, but you know I want to hear what you would do for me. And I was just like, what is this? This is so presumptuous. Like we were communicating a lot more after Yuki kind of got us together and talking, but I'm like, I barely know you. Like, what is there? Like, it takes time to build up to a friendship to a point where I would have like special, you know, kinds of things that I would do for her, like I would do for Yuki or something. But yeah, it was such a weird thing. So that's actually the next thing that I'm going to be editing after I get this video uploaded and get the thumbnail done. I'm going to be focusing on all the more recent stuff, because this stuff is basically all the stuff I'm doing right now is the original 3-part series of videos on food shops that I ended up not publishing because I was too conflicted about the whole thing, and I didn't want to put something out there that could be potentially harmful to her. Right. And so I ended up not putting them out there, and I had them all done and ready to go. There were some where I was like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go and re-edit them to change the tone of them or something. And so I redid the second video, and I redid the third video. And the third video, so the third video is the actual conversation Food Shops and I had. And that one, the reason why I redid it, because originally it was just a conversation, but this time when I redid it, I just decided to go and you know, like cut in all of the evidence that like refutes or counters certain things that she's stating, and you know, or provides, you know, a contradictory glance or view as to what she's talking about. So that's why it has so many other media sources in it. It's like 50 media or something like that. Let me see. It just finished rendering actually. It's like, yeah, it's 40, probably 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, it's about 50 sources.
Oh my God.
I wonder if I can actually get a count of them in here. If I select them all. 49 clips selected. Like 49 media sources selected. Yeah, so almost exactly 50. And so it's got a whole bunch of stuff in there, like where she makes certain statements, and it cuts to an investigation that I did in a prior stream, or to like a website source that shows information about treatment methods for POCD, right? You know, things like that. So it's got like all this stuff in there. And it's also got the deeper dive, you know, investigation I did into the Rob Noor conversation, because during the conversation with Food Shops, she was saying something completely different than what was in that conversation. And it made no sense to me at the time. I remember, you know, I was saying that in the interview. I was like, your explanation makes no sense to me based on the video that I saw and went over on stream here. So I spliced in my stream investigation where I did that. But yeah,
I had so I mean, I pulled a food shops and leaked my DMs with food shops in a stream, and it wasn't like it was backbreakingly like it wasn't, what do you want to call it, like it wasn't damning by any means, but I think it was just kind of more me talking about my thoughts about, you know, the way that she's handled the situation and some of the frustrations I've had kind of observing it. As far as like relevance is concerned, I'll be honest, it's not really, but one of the things that I talked about essentially with like POCD and like a way that I think a lot of people could like relate to was kind of like the idea of like having an intrusive thought while you're on the road, where you you know, where you're, I mean, it's smart.
Think about the
intelligent-
insane stunt bonus that you could do if this
Yeah,
were
like-
DGA.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, it's intelligent for you to understand that at any point on the road you could kill someone, right? But is it reasonable? Like, you have a clean driving record, right? And you know, you don't have a history of hating people or whatever. So is it rational, right? That's where the conversation comes in. And so then you add in the layer of like, okay, like what is the most likelihood, like circumstance that I could create for myself on the road would be to do something like drinking and driving, right? And so I equate like I equate what Food Drop said to like somebody who's terrified of, you know, the condemnation from killing someone in a drinking and driving accident to like that driver like partying in their car on a regular basis and not seeing the issue, right? Like that particular thing, right? And so I don't know, it was a little bit more pieced together or whatever, but it doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't. Yeah. Most of my interactions with her between the time that I originally cut ties with her in late November and then now, or the bridge burn that happened a week ago, it was so Yuki rebuilt the bridge between us probably over the span of about 2 weeks. So it was probably like, it was right around the time that my cat Puka fell ill that the bridge kind of got mended by interactions with Yuki. And so I from then up until the bridge burn a week ago, the interactions had been like me helping her out, giving her advice here and there, giving her feedback on things. She'd sometimes she'd ask me a lot of questions about things, or I'd like see something, I'd be like, oh, you know, if you do this, this is the way people are going to view it and how they're going to react. So just to be aware of, you know.
Yeah.
And you probably saw it. You saw the private call leak, right?
Between who and who?
Between myself and Food Shops.
Was this the one where, okay, potentially not. What, can you like preface some of it? And I might be able, maybe, because there's been a lot of conflict.
That was the conversation I covered when I was streaming and talking about the bridge burn. And I went over, it was a private conversation, and that was the one where she said, I always hear you talk about what you do for Yuki, but why won't you tell me? I want to hear now what you think of me and what you do for me. That was a private call.
That wasn't even on stream?
Nope.
Oh, that makes it so much weirder. Oh.
Yeah. And so that was the whole, like, that was the phone call that happened right after she went. Basically, she had done this whole leaking of Yuki's DMs on stream and private chats on stream.
Yeah.
And so I confronted her on that and told her, yo, what are you doing here? Like, this is not a good look for you. And that's what that whole conversation was. And one of the things she was talking about is like, you're always chastising me, which is like insane. Because there's really I can only think of like one time that I was actually kind of chastising. But if you see the actual conversation, which I shared on stream, I was literally like looking up for her and be like, hey, you know, is everything okay here? Right. Yeah. So it was about me like genuinely being concerned because Yuki had rebuilt the bridge. She and Food Shops have been really kind of, you know, asking me a lot of questions and, you know, kind of getting my feedback on things. And so I kind of got to the point where I was like trying to look out for her. Right. And this is stuff that is like, normally I wouldn't be doing this with somebody that I didn't know that well, right? Like I'll look out for like Tom and like I'll DM about things, you know, be like, oh, you know, this thing isn't working for you right now. You're probably going to get some shit for this, or this person is on this stream talking about you right now, right? So it was like the thing that really was weird to me was that she wanted to convert all the things that where I'm just like being like helpful in ways that she was actually asking me to help, that she did, like switched it over and was saying, you're always chastising me. And I'm like, I don't think I was ever chastising you. It was literally just giving you advice on things. I wasn't even telling you to take things down. There was only one thing that she took down, and that was the Queeman video. Because I told her, I said it was a really bad look for her, and that, you know, that was it.
Well, to be chastised is a consideration she doesn't deserve, right? Because it's like, do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, you took the time to have a conversation with her about a behavior or to give her a consideration or something, a perspective she didn't have, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how easy would it have been for you to have just turned stream on that day and then pulled up the clip or pulled up the Queeman video and then just gone, you know,
criticized her, done a critique
on whatever narrative, right? So she doesn't
Yeah.
understand the benefit that you were giving her, and even in that
Yeah.
moment, to me, which is kind of like whatever. But
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting this. I guess it's sort of a triptych in a way, because it's really 3 videos that are based on an entire event. So I'm glad that I'm finally done with it. Now I can upload this thing. So it'll be out of my hands at this point, and I can get back to doing the current stuff, which the first thing I'll work on, I'm not sure if I want to do, I think I want to do the tomfoolery, you know, grape narrative stuff, because I covered that pretty extensively. I think I had really solid points in that one. Everybody seems to really like my feedback on that one and my takes. So I really want to get that one out first, especially since it's helping translate what was going on with Tom and translate his particular perspective in a good faith way. And I think that's helpful. So I want to get that one out first, and then I'll go back and do the one which was me talking about the bridge burn, which happened a couple days before that. Because there's some good moments in there that I really want to focus on and get into videos. There's even like there's a segment where I talk about what a friendship is, right? And I think that's like a really good one to do a short out of. I don't know if I can cram it down small enough to be a short, but it would be good for a shorter video, like a 5-minute video or something.
do you mean like friendships within the creator space, like within this context, or just generally speaking?
Just generally speaking, I explained like what the difference was between like a friend and an acquaintance, or if like a fair weather friend, because I talked about how a friendship is something that like doesn't end at the first sign of tension or disagreement or conflict. It's something that survives those things, and the fact that the 2 people in the friendship, you know, struggle, you know, work through their struggles and their conflicts to maintain the friendship. That's what the friendship is. If they're gone and done with you, you know, the first sign of conflict or the first big disagreement that you have, then that wasn't a friend. So that was what I was talking about in response to when I was going over that leaked private call, and it was in response to her talking about like, how do I view her and our friendship, and, you know, what would I do for her? And I was trying to explain, like, we just barely got to know each other. You know, we had about a month of working closely together in building something that was more than just a businessy relationship or something.
Yeah. It's object permanence, right? Like in friendships and stuff, exactly what you said. And there's people who are like highly like people with like high emotional dysregulation, I think, struggle with object permanence. I mean, people like, obviously the stereotype here is like BPD. I won't use it as like a, you know what I'm saying, but like,
impulsivity, right? You know, which can be more than BPD, like, because you can find that in a lot of different personalities, but it's common in BPD. But yeah, she's highly impulsive, And so, yeah, impulsive people do tend to have struggles with relationships and friendships. Yeah, so I totally get what you're saying there. Yeah, it's and the other thing is like the way that she inserts herself into things, right? So, for instance, did you ever see like her DMs with Chud Logic?
Oh my god, yes. Did you review those?
I reviewed them a while ago. It's actually in my video from that I released a couple days ago. That's like my original November 18th investigation into her conversation with Rezi. And I pulled up her DMs with Chud Logic. And I was like, this is so weird and presumptuous and like trying to force her way into having a relationship with Chud and engaging with him instead of, instead of kind of working to build something slowly that's meaningful. Because even work relationships are that way. Like you gotta, if you're just trying to shove your way into things and brute force your way in and stir drama and conflict to try and get someone to pay attention to you, well, that's a very cheap thing. It's very like everybody notices that you're trying very hard and you're not really engaging with the other person. It's all about her. It's like, it's all me. Look at me. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm saying to you. I'm making a bunch of noise. I'm stirring up drama with you. Right. And that's just not the way, like everybody after a while, they start to recognize the red flags of that. And they're like, oh, this person's just going to be obnoxious with me. And they're just going to stir drama with me and do wild shit on my stream and such to try and get attention and to make themselves popular. So she's like, what am I getting out of this? It's just wasting my time and giving me some shit segments that I can't really do much about.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't like how old is Food Shops? Do you know?
I don't know. I never asked, but I kind of assumed she, she's kind of like she seems super inexperienced in the world and very naive. So I'm guessing she's like maybe mid-20s.
Okay. Yeah, I would have said like 23, 24 probably. That's my guess.
Yeah.
But like
she seems a lot younger than that in terms of how much she does. Like she seems like a teenager and how much she's lacking on an understanding of like social behavior and such.
Well, like for me, like the biggest thing that bothers me the most is like the LARPing is destiny and like, oh my god, like it's Food Shop's first manifesto, like that type mentality for me.
Well, she LARPs as a lot of different people. Like she clones a lot of behavior. She clones a lot of Mr. Girl, and many times it says that she's Mr. Girl, but if he was based or if he was good, right? And then she talks about how she's learned so much about life from Destiny. Remember when she was talking to me about how in that leaked call about how, well, she was raised watching Destiny and she thought that's just what you do is at any sign of, things possibly falling apart, you preemptively burn the bridge and drop a nuke on them and leak DMs and shit. And I'm like her understanding of the world is wild to me.
Oh my god.
It's very dysfunctional. And she's cloning so many people.
I'm gonna LARP as Destiny for a second. LARPing as Jimmy Neutron. I just had a fucking brain blast. I just realized Food Shops is Honest Sneeko.
Honest Sneeko?
Honest Sneeko. Sneeko who's a little too honest.
Break it down for me.
LARPing is everyone.
We just got a speakeasy raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid, Easy.
How's it going, Easy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about honest though. I think at times she's honest. She talks about having confession compulsion disorder, which I don't know. I don't really trust all the disorders she claims to have because she always seems to have like a new one stacked on. And so many people make up their disorders on the internet.
Now she's LARPing as a Zoomer. Who would probably
it's like more of a histrionic behavior that I noticed, right? Just
that's what I was thinking too. Like very histrionic behavior,
and we don't
Go
we
ahead.
don't use that, I think, as a term anymore. I don't believe.
Oh, I do.
Well, I mean, it's so accurate now because
'Cause-
you know it infers so much, but
yeah, because I use
yeah.
it. I'm one of the things I've often called Lav is a histrionic whore.
It's got a bit of a ring to it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
that's cool.
yeah, I'm not. I don't believe the honesty thing. Like, I think that sometimes because she's so impulsive, she does get overly honest and then says things that she realizes she probably shouldn't have said, and then tries to. The problem is that's where the dishonesty comes, is to go and try and reframe things and gaslight and everything, and and adjust the context in order to downplay the things that she impulsively said too much about before. And so I don't think she's very honest. I think she's impulsive at times and accidentally says things that are too honest, and then gets very dishonest in order to cover the whole thing up.
I agree.
Well, it's an inexperienced and it's an inexperienced and unsustainable way to try and produce like vulnerability, because vulnerability generally builds trust, right? For the most part, depending on who you are. And so, by inserting moments or thoughts that you have where you could argue that person is vulnerable, it's like the things that actually sustain a friendship long term are like generally like consistent behavior and being reliable, and at least I want to say like the behavior of being good faith in all aspects of friendship generally, I guess, and like that object permanence, right? And so it is something you see generally with a lot of people, and I think it is a mistake that I've actually seen like a lot of like young women making, and I'm sure I've been there myself. But so like when I do, but the sort of disclosures that come out, I don't know. Like that's a whole other story, right? It's a difference between like accidentally doxing yourself and then telling people that you have a proclivity for, fucking salaries or whatever, right?
Oh, Jade, thank you for suggesting that people like the stream. Everyone, if you enjoy this, like the stream. It's unfortunate because like her mode of operation is like I was saying that she's got like the worst combination of character flaws for this environment. Everything about what she like her whole mode of operating is really it's destructive. And in this environment where everybody is super critical and everybody tries to analyze and looks for inconsistencies, and people who are overly reactive to things and are an impulsive get turned into lol cows, she's like the worst combination of character flaws for this kind of place. She shouldn't have become a streamer, and especially not in like Twitch poll or political commentary or a drama commentary. Just a very self-destructive route to go with those character flaws.
Oh, true. Where do you like, in your experience, where do you decide to like lend credence to like any sort of criticism that you face? Because like knowing everything that you just said, like you can't respond to every single thing that is said about you. So how do you know like when the platform's big enough, when like when the criticism is, do you know what I'm saying? Like how do you like assert when to say something, when not to?
Usually it has to do with the person and whether or not I trust them in terms of their ability to assess, right? So I don't really consider much feedback from like the wild. I consider the feedback from other people who know me and have seen my actions over a period of time and would have a good gauge on where it is that I'm doing something wrong or where my behavior has changed. So that would come down to like I would listen to Tom. I would listen to probably Chud Logic too, even though he's not really what he's covering these days. I don't know if he'd have much reason to like critique anything that I'm doing. But Chud Logic, I mean, I've listened to his feedback before. He actually had me on to give me feedback about something that I had, a wild fucking post that I put out there. And he's like, I think this is a bad look. But, so I listened to him. But yeah, it's like people like that who either I know are committed to really understanding things or that know me well. Stardust would be another one. Yeah, so that's the sort of thing. One of the pieces of advice I give everybody who is like new to this space: don't listen to the critiques from the wild. You're just gonna go nuts. And here's the other thing. I don't look at the critiques and stuff in our Destiny. So many people do that and they go nuts. And it seems like a pretty steady pattern. It's okay for Destiny to do because his mods and he have the power and will do the filtering to make sure that it's not stuff that they feel is bad faith or is attacking too much. So a lot of what he gets to see is basically filtered and groomed for him to look at and use. So he'll consider the feedback and criticism that he gets from those who post in our Destiny, but it's been filtered. But anybody else doesn't get that guarantee. Nobody else gets that guarantee. So that's one of the quickest ways to driving yourself nuts is to start focusing on his subreddit as a means for feedback and then like getting obsessed with posting in it and everything. Really, you need to focus on the people that you have a working relationship with, who you know are going to be pretty good faith and try to be charitable in their interpretation of you, who pay attention to what it is that you do. That's where you want to pay attention to feedback.
True. All right, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I can understand like the resume, almost like you say, like what you sound like you're saying like credibility or almost like a resume. Like it obviously makes sense why you would understand and take criticism from like Tom or even Chud. Like even if Chud even if you guys didn't necessarily have a good relationship, I feel like he'd know enough about like it's his content essentially to like pick through this kind of shit, right? And criticism.
Chud and I have a pretty Chud and I have a pretty good relationship, even though we don't really communicate much anymore. But he's given me criticism in the past, and I always felt it was a pretty fair, even-handed approach. So, and it seemed to be pretty well grounded in reality. And it's just that these days, Chud and I don't really cross paths anymore. And yeah, like we used to interact all the time and cross paths all the time, but just not much anymore. So I don't really expect to hear much from him.
Okay. Fair enough. That's an interesting bridge that I didn't even realize was there for a while. I think I watched a Chud stream, and I think you were maybe in the chat or something, and then I probably seen you in like, I don't know. I watch him from time to time.
I used to be on his stream all the time a couple of years ago, and like back 2 to 3 years ago. Yeah. And we used to collaborate on things occasionally and like, exchange information on things because we'd oftentimes we'd have overlapping coverage of certain things. But yeah, I'm pretty, there's a lot of people I'm connected with that I, never really, I don't go on their streams much, but we interact in DMs and stuff when we've known each other for years. So like some people that you've probably never seen me on a stream with are still going to be people that I get feedback from and such. But yeah, it's... Yeah, everything's kind of been, I don't know, since my health problems have gotten way more difficult to manage, I haven't been spending as much time on other channels and kind of consolidated down to just like a handful of people that I'm really close with that I'll go on to the streams of.
Okay. That's pretty cool though.
And Speakeasy says, Zonia and Neve on the same panel, I'm liking it.
Yeah, we gotta. I feel like we were supposed to have like a on-stream conversation, but I don't want to force anything. So I feel like I don't know. If I think of a conversation or like a topic or something, maybe I'll send it your way and see if you can make it work or something. Yeah, I'd really like to pick your brain. on, I don't know, maybe something a little bit more focused, because yeah, I don't know. Right now I'm kind of just like thought vomiting, but no, definitely I think we'd have a really cool conversation. So
Yeah, I like doing like, just whatever comes up kind of conversations, but also if we want to talk on a topic, that's always fun as well. I think I don't remember what we were going to talk about. You did reach out to me about something. Let me see.
I feel like I did. Yeah, go back to the DMs.
Let's see. I guess it was just the food for thought thing on the Maid Act. I think that was it.
Oh, you know what it would have been? It would have been transmed stuff.
Oh, right. You talked to me about it when we were on Tom's stream, I think. You brought, or
it was
somewhere. Oh, yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, and you brought it up.
Remember the trans wars?
You know what's funny is like now that my name has come back up because Keffels covered some of my stuff and shouted me out a couple of times. There's like that wing of like the far left, like Demon Mama and such, are starting to say some shit about me again. And Demon Mama, I guess like some of Demon Mama's orbiters are claiming that I was her or am her stalker. So I'm like, dude, I've done like what, 3 videos in total on you in 3 years or something? Like, come on, get over yourself. This is a main character syndrome. But that's sort of like the common, there's a few different common, sort of dismissals that people go with in order to, just disregard any criticisms you have of them. And that's one of Demon Mama's go-tos is like anybody who does critique content on her, she starts like accusing them of being stalkers or being obsessed or parasocial. Like she did that with Short Fat Otaku as well. I think she did that with, I believe that she did that with him.
Weird. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. Yeah, apparently Naomi went on to President Sunday's stream and then said that she was furious with Keffels for shouting me out and that I was Demon Mama's stalker.
Who's Naomi?
Like from Easy and Tom's stream, Naomi?
No, Naomi Chan, that's like a orbiter of Demon Mama and originally Keffels as well, but had a falling out with Keffels and has been like very anti-Keffels lately. So I don't really know anything about her. You have to ask somebody in those circles to learn more about her, but for whatever reason, she hates me.
I feel like I don't want to touch it. That side of YouTube, like,
yeah, they're crazy.
Insane to me. Yeah, they seem insane to me. Yeah, like I think the best. Okay, other than Hippy Dippy and Destiny versus Demon Mama, I believe that was on that show. And then the other one was Jenny Matrix video on the lolly stuff, which is funny as hell too. Like that was my glimpse into that side. And I felt like they just maybe hit a little too many stereotypes for me to, strongly consider that, right?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, I mean, Demon Mama and I have known each other for years. Originally, we crossed paths in Vosh's Discord back in 2019. But we've rarely interacted. So I don't even know how she can carry a narrative like this. But those audiences, they don't even care about facts. This is something I've said for years. It's like anytime anybody makes a claim about anybody else in this space, ask for the evidence to substantiate that claim, because it's just everybody just badmouths each other and makes just ludicrous claims about people and stuff. Like Demon Mama claims that, like, she made up the claim that DK is a groiper, and then DK leaned into the meme just to fuck with people. And it was like, where did you get that from? And nobody was critical of it. Everybody took it uncritically. Nobody asked for any evidence at all. She just made the claim and they all believed it. And then this rumor just spread like wildfire throughout all the adjacent communities, Vosh's community, Keffel's community, etc. Right? And yeah, nobody ever asked for anything. Nobody doubted. Nobody was critical. It's like, just ask. These audiences should push back. Like my audience, they're like, wait a minute, what did you just say about this result? Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me go pull this stuff up for you, blah, blah, blah. Because, I'll say something about someone and I'll be like, fuck. Yeah, all right, let me get the clips. Let me get the screenshots. Here you go. Let's put everything up. There, person is, such and such. And so I wish people would do that. I wish people would engage in being critical and asking for substantiation. It should be blatantly obvious that people are making up a lot of things about people in this space to dismiss criticisms and to dismiss critics. So if they can see it all around them, they should be able to not blind themselves to their own creators that they're fans of. They should be able to also recognize that it exists in the creators that they look up to and that they subscribe to. So they should be critical and ask, like, can you present evidence of this? But they don't. I'm guessing part of the reason why is because in these more like extreme fringe kind of people, far left and far right, odds are if you start asking questions too much, you probably are going to get banned.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
I could see it. Yeah. I mean, those people who come, like, or you get painted as, like, the anti-fan or whatever, right? Like,
yeah, they accuse you of being, like, working for the enemy or being, not far to the left or the right or something.
Did you by any chance watch the Tree of Logic cover on the Brittany Simon slap?
No, it looked interesting. I tuned in briefly to somebody's stream and they were going over it. And it was like talking about it not being like consent or something. It was weird.
It was like an hour and a half on the slap itself.
Right? Did you watch my coverage or did you watch? Did Tom's go over it too?
I actually watched it with you.
Okay, so I was basically like torturing my chat through it, basically, because it was like, because it was the most like, it was the biggest nothing burger I've probably ever seen. Like, it was insane. How much dust was kicked up over basically nothing. And but because the slap, like I had never seen the slap, and then I had never seen the ABBA slap on Britney. Basically, like it was the buildup leading to like Tree of Logic conveying her, this is the the set of circumstances that occur in a dom and a sub relationship, but Britney isn't adhering to this, therefore she is this or whatever. But like this conversation was just looping and looping and looping and looping. Like you could have it on 2 times speed and still not get to the slap. So by the time we got to the slap, I was like replaying it in slow motion and like trying to hype it up and stuff. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
don't throw it in your stream title, is all I'm saying. It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember who I think it was Tom's stream.
You
it must
go
have
into
because he's
your server,
one of the only ones that are watching.
You want to do it in,
Reservoir
and then go to
as
your
well.
Profile, and there should be like server profile.
But yeah, it looked insane.
Or you go into your regular profile anyway, and it should tell you which server.
And then I just got bored and switched out to doing something else. Yeah, and I guess there was like she was implying that that it was like one of the it was like a suggestion.
You're here.
No, I don't know, but there was something where somebody was like pushing back and saying, "Well, the chat paid for it or something." But yeah, I remember the whole slap thing, and because there were a whole bunch of memes made about it at the time and clips of it and everything. And that was also around the same time that I was spending more time hanging out on Destiny streams. So, and I had hung out with ABBA and Destiny and Melina and done these long hangouts and stuff. So I was paying a little more attention back then, but yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like a weird thing for her to go and put any kind of video on. I didn't understand the point of that. But it seems like everybody's kind of zooming in on Destiny right now with regard to his relationships and people he's fallen out with. It's like sharks in the water smelling all the blood.
True. Yeah. What was like, speaking of r/Destiny, I don't know if this was a Darius meme or a Destiny meme because it's in his thing. I'm thinking about it, it's probably a Darius meme. But yeah, there was like I'm assuming a new streamer, a new woman or whatever that was like
new girlfriend.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. And of course Darius swooping in. But the circle will not be complete until Tom gets her on his stream.
True. Who drew that meme of him? It's like the super what do you call it? Like the minimalist pencil sketch with him pulling up the piece of paper. You know what I'm talking?
Oh yeah, the rape list.
Yeah, the group list. Yeah.
Or that's sort of yeah. I don't know who did that, but yeah, that was good shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was watching Queeman's stream for a while, and he was going over some of this stuff, and I was like, well, I don't know. At first, I thought it would be interesting to watch, but I got bored of it real quick. By the way, let me know if I start having if my audio starts getting weird because I am uploading the video now, but it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look too bad.
No, it's probably CPU intensive, huh?
More, upload bit rate, but
right.
Shouldn't
Okay.
be too big of a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, is the rendering finished already? Man,
what happened to Tom's chat? What do you mean, Ryan? Or what do you mean, Abby?
What happened?
He said.
Hey, Abby, how's it going?
You can read. Are you reading the chat?
Lamau, Ryan is too quiet. Ryan hasn't said anything in a bit, right? Or no?
I said something like maybe 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. You sound pretty loud on my end.
Zonia V Mantis. That's what she's alluding to.
Oh, she means quiet as in not talking enough. Yeah. Not volume. Yeah. That makes sense.
Zonia V Mantis. There's no point in that. If she had a channel and an audience, I might, but I'm not really into fighting with the chatters, Not when it's like a genuine, this person's a piece of shit and doesn't like me and just wants to instigate shit. It's like, there's no point in granting her any of the power of my attention. So, because I can't get anything out of it,
I think it's like she I don't know if she's friends with food shops or if she defends her on principle or what, but I think
she shit talks. She shit talks the fuck out of food shops.
Oh yeah. Okay, so she's changed her tune then.
The whole time. That was one of the first things that I noticed. Because at first I thought that she was friends with food shops and really wanted to support food shops. But then it was literally days after I thought that was the case, days later. So this is back in I don't know, first week of December or something. People were posting screenshots of her shit talking food shops in Queeman's chat. And then it was a month after my conversation with food shops was telling me that she didn't trust Mantis and she thought Mantis was gaslighting her and trying to bait drama for her and bait her into engaging with Queeman and getting stirring up drama and all that. And I'm I just realized after a while she's just a shit disturber of a chatter. So not really worth me granting her any power. Because I can't get anything out of her. Easy says, I had to deal with that bish for 2 months. She is a snake and a troll, nothing more. I agree. I fully agree.
I disavow. I disavow.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Ryan.
Like, when you've got like an antagonist of a chatter, don't give them any energy. Like, don't give them power, because there's nothing you can get out of it. The best case scenario is like, maybe you can shit on them a bit, but you gain nothing for it. So really, you only have something to lose, because, you're basically going down to their level, and you're not going to gain anything from it. You're not going to gain audience from it, and nobody's really going to care enough about a shit stir of a chatter. They're not going to donate a whole bunch of money to you for the convo. So you're really just taking a risk and granting them power and having pretty much no real odds for gain from it.
Yeah, fair enough. She does, like, for a chatter, she does stir up not like stir up, but I mean, she covers a lot more ground than, like, I don't know, some smaller streamers.
Oh yeah, she's like a 24/7 chatter. Yeah, she's like fun. The big problem is like, apparently she's at her worst when she's drunk, and she's often drunk. So I don't know what's up with that.
Under those circumstances yet. I think the last conversation I had was around the time the fruit shop stuff kind of happened. Because I think she kind of asked me to reserve judgment for a little while, that's why I'm so surprised to hear this. Not like flat out, but like she sympathized with my position, and I was kind of like, obviously, like, it sucked in the moment, because I was like, oh, food shops was like, I thought she was pretty cool. And then
look what Abby said.
Where, to be fair, I told Menace to stop being such a woman.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Wait, what do you mean by that, Abby?
Yeah, elaborate on that, Abby. It's more interesting than what I was gonna say.
So I don't know. I'm not into giving energy and power to rando chatters who, just are drama baiters. That's the other thing. So, this is sort of a thing that a lot of people, it takes time to learn, but a really important lesson for if you're new to streaming in this space, don't be the drama. Cover the drama from the outside, right? Yeah. If you're the drama, it's really risky, because there's chance for loss of audience, there's chance for degradation of character, and then other people can turn you into content, right, in ways that you don't really gain a lot from. Cover everybody else's drama, but don't be the drama, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so don't let random haters try to bait you into being the drama.
I think I could see why, with a bit of an experience, that a lot of people would potentially fall into that trap. Like, the idea that any attention is good attention,
Yeah, you got to recognize, like, you got to pick your battles, and recognize where a battle just isn't worth the effort and is too risky. And, definitely at the chatter level, there's no point. Hate watchers and haters, not really worth it. So Zonia would probably have better words for my woman statement. No, because, like, I don't see her as, like, I don't view her in like that way. She seems more masculine than feminine to me. Well, yeah. I mean, look at the things that she says to people. True. Yeah, like she tells people to suck her dick. And she says a lot of weird sexual things to women for some reason, and doesn't say it to men, and I don't know why. It just seems to be women. and she's very aggressive, and like aggressive in a way that's like weird. That's a Stardust approach? Nah, it's weirder than that. Like here, I'll pull up an example. Like one of the weirder ones that happened. Let me see. I think we've got it in this. I think it's in the mod chat channel. Let's see.
There was one where she's talking to a girl, and I think it was like, suck my dick and like deep like a good slut.
Yeah, nice and deep slut. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh,
And
so
I was like,
funny.
what? Yeah, and it's like, it's fucking weird.
To be fair, I know a lot of people like that would say that because they don't think that anybody would take it seriously because it comes off as so unserious that it's just silly. But like, I get it. It's
Well, considering how aggressive
I think
she
it's
is and
hilarious.
persistent with people, and how she continuously attacks women, it starts getting into that weird territory. Here, I'll just. Can I paste in the side chat here?
Yeah. Should be able to.
Okay. I know sometimes there's like the perms are a little different in the side chats for the stream PCs. Question is, how do I get to the bottom? Somehow it's scrolled all the way to the top.
Oh shit.
Let's try this again.
It doesn't give you the little jump to present button?
Nope. Can't even post.
that.
Hang on. Oh, no, never mind. I'm really tired. Let's see if I can get it now. It was bringing up the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So it's weird. It's weird. And the weird part is that she does it almost exclusively to women. So
Oh, I saw that.
that makes it weirder.
I saw that in Gen Chat. I think.
It's pretty funny. But
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't really. Let's see, Ryan, you said, "Boo, that's an excuse." Let's see. Zonia's link. Oh, okay, you posted it in there. Good. Let's see. That may be the language barrier. TBF? Language barrier? What? Kiwi? She loves you? Really?
Jesus, the last couple of fucking side chats.
I have no idea why she's always had such a hate boner for me. It's weird, but I'm not going to invest too much energy in like trying to figure out why the hell some rando chatter, hate watcher hates me. Yeah, it's one of the things I also tell people is like a lot of people get obsessed with what people think of them when they're a new streamer. And that's something you really have to develop a thick skin around and kind of stop caring. And that gets back to what I was saying before about like the feedback that you get it from the people that you have a working relationship with, who you know are going to be good faith and going to be charitable. That's where you're going to want to pay attention to feedback.
Yeah.
But a lot of people get really obsessed with like, oh my God, there's a chatter that hates me, or oh, there's like some rando streamer that hates me, or something. Like, don't invest energy in that, because that stuff is just going to catch you up and you're going to get stuck with it. You're going to be wasting too much time on it, and again, it goes back to you're not going to gain from it. It's just a waste of energy. I've never personally had a bad experience with her. Okay. Well, good for you.
I'll usually sometimes I'll talk to Cankle, but I don't know if I solicit criticism from you, Cankle, do I?
No.
No.
Probably not. I give it anyway, though.
Yeah, fair enough. I take you seriously for the most part. Yeah,
Sure you do.
Well, I mean, I think you can tell me. Okay, you can tell me something, right?
Yeah.
And like, I know you're not attacking me, right?
Yeah.
Versus like, where is like, if I'm not there to hear the criticism, then maybe it'll feel like an attack. versus like not necessarily from you, but like from anyone. But at this point in time, like I just feel like a little desensitized to it. Just because I dealt with it so fucking hard at the beginning. Like I felt like I don't know. I mean, it can always get worse. Don't get me wrong. Like I understand that, but it just I had to get over the like wow, like people calling me like the people saying I sound like a 50-year-old coal miner, like shit like that, right? Like, it's funny,
Wow.
right? Well, it's funny.
Why
right?
a coal miner? Where does that come in?
It's so funny. No, like genuinely, I'm at the point where I humor a good insult, right? Like it was funny. Like my top three, I look like an Indian travel agent. I look like I'm a ventriloquist because the voice, right? And then the third one was that one.
Huh.
But yeah, so I keep a tab. Like if it's funny, it's funny, whatever, right? Those are just insults, but I mean, when it comes to criticisms, yeah, it can be hard to hear. And like, I think I had an issue with this with like Jay the other day or whatever, because I feel like because I guess I don't have. Sometimes there's times where I don't recognize that a criticism is being made. I just see it as an opportunity to like, oh, this is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, how would you explain that, Cankle? Like, do you kind of get what I'm saying or no? Do you know what I'm alluding to or no? No? Okay.
Not quite. Are you kind of talking about the conversation the other night?
No, I guess the idea was that like, okay, like criticism in the terms of like, I guess when somebody would take the time, like, okay, so like for example, if I have an antagonistic relationship that like I tend to have antagonistic relationships with like my guy friends, right?
Shut the fuck
so where,
up,
like,
Allie.
there's obviously like the banter is just like built into most things and like
nodding off. That's what I was.
And so
okay?
with the
I nod
banter, it
off.
becomes like almost like this defensive like demeanor that you have. And so I guess like with Jay and I guess maybe sometimes Cankle, where they genuinely are telling me things like not as like an insult or not as something that it's intended to be sent back, but like just as something that's either supposed to be resonate or something I'm supposed to like listen or take into serious consideration. I have an issue recognizing that at times where I'm just like, oh, like you're telling me that I'm too loud when I come on the stream. Well, Cankle, I don't like your fucking glasses. Like that sort of stupid shit. Like,
It's
not all the time.
How
It's
dare
not
you
all
insult
that
my
bad.
blue light glasses, you fuck.
It's pretty common for people to be like that. But
Yeah,
really
I mean,
quick, look at what the growling put. I've hated Neve ever since she solo ulted that junk rat.
Hey, that short did okay. It did pretty good. It was like 2.8 thousand views, which I'm pretty happy about.
It was so funny. It was perfect.
It is very funny, actually. It's like the pettiest shit ever, too. I love it so much. I'm doing like my goal is like every time I get off a stream, just schedule a short or two. That's it, and then just see what it goes. And it's been helping with views and stuff quite a bit. So pretty cool. And I just need to get to the 500 sub mark, and then I'm hopefully ready to get monetized. If I don't have to come through all my videos and go through all the, all those monetary warnings that I've had over the time. So hopefully that's not too painful. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm actually I've been saving a bunch of like short videos.
Yeah.
Because I want to eventually post some shit someday, but I want a fuck ton like in my library to where I don't have to like make more to be a consistent like post.
Yes.
I've just been slowly like making random shit and then saving it.
It's a good idea. Get yourself like a month in advance and then like start a like every 2 week schedule. So at least you're always going to be like, you'll always have something coming out. But yeah. No, this shorts plugin thing is like life changing. So I love it. Or reels, right? That's YouTube or reels or shorts. Shorts. Reels and Insta. Yeah.
Yep.
I often mean too close to the sun and get that ass banned. Yeah. You're not that bad. I don't think you've ever said anything to Seth.
Oh, I missed that earlier. Zonia is who you're talking to, right? Yes. Don't we have the little bubbles popping up with our names?
Just now.
On my stream.
Okay.
Yeah. Which part?
No, this is on Neve's stream.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking do that.
Oh, I'll send you the link.
No, I have
Wait.
it. I have it, but I don't have its.
Oh.
Okay, you know how you do the. So what I would like is some sort of source that I can throw in OBS that when it's like I'm in a VC period, it'll pop up, right?
Oh, it
Because
doesn't
if you
happen.
have streamer mode
Oh.
enabled,
Yeah, use the one that Tom has. I forget what it's called. I've been thinking about adding it. Ask Tom, or I can ask him and find out. Because
yeah,
when
if it
he's
comes across.
yeah, it shows everybody who's on. It grabs their profile in Discord. So as long as you're on Discord, it'll always show up.
Yeah, because the issue being is like I can have it for my own VC, right? And so when those
Mhm.
conversations happen, or I can turn streamer mode enable and mute all of my messages,
Hmm.
and which I don't like, which isn't ideal. So
You
Growling
can turn
or
off the muting of your messages.
Hey?
With streamer mode, you can turn off the message mute.
Well, I want that though, because sometimes, like, I mean, fuck,
No, that's what I'm
what's
saying. Is
a-
you can use streamer mode and still have your messages unmuted and coming through.
I want it the other way. Well, do I?
You want the
No,
muted?
I want streamer mode off. I want all my messages muted. Because, like, I don't know, like, sometimes you get a fucking weird message. I don't know if weird is the right word, but, like, you know. But there's been too many times where I'm having a conversation and, like, somebody sends me a message and it comes up on stream or something. Like,
Oh, you just
Oh,
want
yeah.
them. Okay. You don't want stream sounds mute. You don't want message sounds notifications muted or whatever the fuck. Holy fuck, I am so tired. You want the desktop notifications to be gone.
well, here's my issue is possibly yes. My issue is that I don't want the message to pop up on my stream.
Yeah.
While I'm streaming.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sounds like it. I
You gotta
guess.
toggle Jesus Christ, desktop notifications.
Discord
Oh,
is
crap.
something that Discord was a steep ass learning curve for me, embarrassingly so. The Chiseler.
I didn't even look at who came in, and I knew immediately from that entrance
see,
sound.
Me exactly. Me too.
Yep.
Hi, Mud Crab. What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy?
How are you? We're just talking
Hello.
about you.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Bruh.
Are you playing fighters?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm. I don't know if I've ever ended up on a call with you, Jay.
Do you know who I
Maybe
am?
we did. Yeah, I know who you are.
What?
You're gay, Jizzle.
Bro, I'm nobody. I'm literally nobody. What
You
the fuck?
are
Yeah.
connected to food shops.
Exactly. The infamous
yeah.
12-year-old girl quote. Yeah.
Oh, bruh.
He was all excited at first. You know me. Damn.
No, I was scared. I was like, it can't be anything good, honestly.
Well, it's not.
I don't think you watch my fighters games.
Spicy Chat knows you too, by the way. You know that.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
in there. Yeah.
No, I think that stream kind of made you look good because she said the most, the weirdest fucking thing possible, and you were like, "What did you say?"
Oh, he was. I mean, he was defending her in Spicy Chat, which is why Spicy Chat knows him. So I don't know how do they view you these days?
No,
I
but
don't know. I
no,
don't go in there.
but
Yeah.
in the original voice clip, right? The infamous voice clip, right? Because it's like, okay,
he was like,
somebody tells
what
you-
the fuck? And it's like, is this real? They're laughing. Yeah.
Well, you were like, well, Jay suggested something that was more socially acceptable, but we all would have done that with our friends, right? Like in that circumstance, potentially someone says oh yeah, I really like shooting strangers, and you'd be like, "Oh, like in a video game, like in Call of Duty."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's kind of like what I meant.
It was very much like thinking something else entirely and not realizing where the conversation was going.
Yeah, I was trying to save her because I was like, "There's no way you're saying what you're saying right now."
Yeah, you have a little bit of fame to you.
Oh gosh,
you got a little micro celebrity status.
Yo,
just for better reasons.
He wishes it was for his fighter gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh,
never happened.
One day. just play Mortal Kombat instead.
Well, I hope you're not. I mean, how do I say this? Do you not like? Would you rather not be in a call with me? Be honest. Be honest.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. Like I don't really care about that kind of stuff, like guilt by association and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, unless it, like, if you were literally Hitler's best friend, that I might not want to talk to you. Might be like, you know, you got a little problem, like judging character, I think.
Fair enough.
No, but yeah, I don't really care so much about, guilt by association. And I'm willing to talk to a lot of people, even if they have something controversial about them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that controversial though, honestly, even on like this front, because like my position is, oh my god, I honestly hate litigating this shit. But whatever. Well,
you don't have to if you don't want to. You don't have to.
I just want to be clear for anybody watching. Are you streaming?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Me even Canklemore.
17 people, I think. So.
Okay, well.
Litigate carefully.
Okay. Oh my god. Well, it's been brought up, so I feel like I have to. What's it called? Dude, I've always maintained she could, because I was called a food shop's defender, bro. She could like kids, bro. She could totally like kids. I have no position on that, honestly. I think it's possible. But I don't know, to come to that conclusion, like as a hard conclusion, like this is 100% true, it's to me seems a little dubious. And then also I think a lot of the criticism, a lot of the people at the forefront of the criticism are just like blatantly, openly transphobic, and they promote this idea on that basis. And
damn, do you hear that, Neve? He's saying I'm transphobic.
No, we've had Jay and I've had Jay and I've had this I think I've pressed Jay on this, like, I don't know, harder than anyone, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Am I transphobic, Jay?
You're not at the forefront. Are you like the, when I think of who are the main people talking about this,
it would be
you
me.
did not come to mind.
It would be me. It would be Queeman.
Queeman is probably who he's thinking of.
And it would be Keffels and Tipster.
Are
Keffels would be the big one.
No, the big one is Queeman. It's just like people who make this, people who do other things.
Keffels did a whole stream calling her, like, well, basically insinuating that she was a pedophile and everything. Went over the whole thing.
Hasn't Queeman done like multiple streams?
Oh yeah, he's done multiple streams, but like unfortunately because Keffels covered it, it's had ripples, and some other people have covered it in the wake of Keffels covering it. But yeah, and she went over, like she did the deep dive. So
Jay, Abby wants to know if she's transphobic.
It doesn't make content. I'm specifically talking about people who like are essentially like beating a dead horse. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right now I'm releasing all the original videos that I was going to do, but then decided not to. And I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to put them out now since we've like had a total bridge burn and she did some fucked up shit with like like leaking my friends' DMs and private chats and stuff. So, and I was like, screw it. I'm just going to put them out there. I'm not going to hold back anymore and pull punches, and just put them out there and then be done with it and move on and cover the next thing. So yeah, that's actually what I'm doing right now. I just uploaded the video that has my actual interview of her, where like the infamous one that really kind of unfortunately did a lot of the damage. I felt bad about it at the time, but I don't really care anymore. I don't know. A part of me still feels a little bad though. I just don't feel like trying to go out of my way to like walk on eggshells, right? So I'm just going ahead and putting them out there now.
It's super conflicting, but I personally I think what it came back to was like, it wasn't like, oopsie, I didn't know that wasn't hentai. Hentai? Ew. I can't even say the word. But the big thing with me came back to like the almost having the ruthless content brain, right? That to me was like the most problematic thing that emerged from a lot of this, and it doesn't help that she's probably a pedophile. So yeah, that's where I land with this.
What do you think of the blatantly saying it multiple times in a row?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell if she's doing the lean into the memes thing or owning up to it. And like, I'm leaning toward she's leaning into the memes, but unfortunately, this is a bad meme to like lean into. Like Mr. Girl was able to get away with it for a while because he was able to create a character out of it and be a content creator, not a streamer. And so he was creating a bunch of like artistic video essay content as well as music videos that he could build a character on. And so that was a good way for him to make money off of the allegations. But she doesn't have that. So I think this is really only going to just turn more negative energy toward her that she's not actually going to benefit from. She's not really going to be able to grow off of. She's not going to be able to make money off of. And eventually, all of that negative attention is going to result, especially because of her lack of impulse control and because she's really easily baited into responding to things and into melting down and flying off the handle. Odds are she's probably going to end up with a Kiwi Farms thread, and she's going to become like that, scale of locale, which is not going to be a healthy life for her. I don't think it is. I don't think she knows how to like let go of things enough. I think she's going to end up in a spiral once that happens.
I think it's already happening. I have not seen. I've honestly been so detached from all that shit since when it first came out, but I have not seen the full context of her saying I am a pedophile thing.
But don't say those words together. You're going to get clipped.
I know,
and you already have
whatever,
an association with her.
But I haven't seen the full context of that clip. But the way I took it, with like devoid of context, and it could totally be wrong, was like, I think she is spiraling. I think this shit is like actually really getting to her. And at this point, she's afraid of fighting people on it anymore. And she kind of just like, it's like we've broken her. She's like, whatever, I don't care. Say what you want. And if you want to believe it, here, I'm telling you it's true, just so you can like shut up about it,
What really sucks is like I had started to genuinely want to help her when Yuki rebuilt the bridge between us, and I was really trying to give her good advice and help her get away from this kind of stuff and not engage with it and not spiral out of control with it. And yeah, that got all fucked up. So I don't even know. Like, I don't know. A part of me just has to let go. I did feel bad, but I can't let that hold me up. I've got other things I got to do, things I got to take care of, and I can't, I don't know. Just got to move forward, I guess, and not worry too much about it.
She don't want to be saved. Wow.
For real.
Crazy. Oh man. I can't believe the original thing was 2 months ago though. I didn't even realize that until not even that long ago.
Yeah, her conversation with Rezi was on November 15th, and her conversation with me was on November 25th.
Jeez.
And of course, the one that the infamous one that did the most damage was her conversation with me, and Keffels picked that up and saw some of the worst portions of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know about nice.
Yeah.
Did Keffels find Rez first, or did she find Food Chops and then Rez as a consequence of that circumstance?
Food Chops have been doing a bunch of critique videos on Keffels, and people were pushing it into her drama suggestions channel. And so she decided to pull one up and watch it. And then Tipster was in her chat, and Tipster had seen my interview of Food Chops. So in the middle of it, he's like, "Oh, she had a she had a conversation with Zonia talking about her." I don't want to say it because I don't want to poison your stream, but her interest in
they all know
the subject matter.
The subject matter, yeah. And so she started watching it, and what's funny is Keffel's reactions are hilarious. I had so much fun watching it. It was really funny, but yeah, it's like the most damning interview, unfortunately. So, which is what I'm actually decided to finally just go ahead and upload, because I had buried that one. I decided I didn't want to put it out there, and yeah, I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna insert all the evidence that I had accumulated, like into after each of the claims and statements and stuff like that, to show the comparison of like what she had said before versus what she said in my interview, and what the reality of what the actual professionals recommend for exposure therapy for POCD versus what she claims. And I just spliced all that stuff in and decided I would upload that.
That's actually a hard question, Mudcrab. Who would be a better babysitter, Mr. Girl or Food Chops?
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That is a bad one. Oh boy. I feel like Max would be more responsible with a child, because Food Chops is super impulsive and very, very naive. And Max has a lot of real world experience and is not very impulsive. So you'd at least get a little bit more stability. But Max has also demonstrated that he's extraordinarily narcissistic, which is not a good parent to have. Someone who's like that level of narcissistic, that's going to be an abusive father.
Just as a babysitter, though, I think probably Mr. Girl.
Yeah,
just one.
Yeah, actually, as a babysitter, yeah.
You say you guys go to the living room.
That's the other.
You get security cameras inside. Pre-make their meal.
And Max has like his most damning thing was his admission that when he watched the Cuties video that he got aroused, but he's never admitted to like masturbating to anything sus or anything like that, right? So we don't know. Like, sure, lots of people think that he's a P word, but there's not really any solid evidence, and he hasn't made any admissions other than to sort of create a provocateur character out of the allegations. Whereas Food Chops has openly admitted to it, and also ran down a whole justification with Rob Knorr about how she would be okay leaving unknown P word alone with a child who is attracted to that child.
And just the worst fucking person to have possibly, well, maybe not the worst person, but like, I don't know. It was just not a great person to be having that sort of nuanced conversation with. Also, there wasn't really much nuance there, I don't think. That seemed like in the face of these like slam dunk questions where it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know, she's got to roll like an 18 to get over the fire, you know, to get through whatever the situation is unscathed. And she always rolls the dice, and like she could have just, she's insane.
In general, when it comes to someone overseeing a child, you do not want impulsivity. You want someone who's going to be pretty predictable.
Yeah.
And who's going to like really look out for that child and not expose them to any unnecessary risk.
I feel like I'd show back up at home at the end of the night, and like food shops would be yelling in a fucking screaming match over like board game rules with the child.
We should be vaping with it.
Be like fucking Monopoly. It's just like, oh, landed on Boardwalk, you owe me money, and just like, okay. So no, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, all right. Here's the thing.
Fucking. Oh, Ryan. Ryan. My bad. Dude, I thought that was like a fake. I thought Ryan was like your online name and your actual name was Ryan for the longest time.
Wait, did you say two different things? It sounded like you said Ryan for both of those.
I said Ryan for the first one.
What
I thought your name.
Zonia's punishment for sending people links/sources was a burnt FS bridge. That wasn't so much links/sources. I mean, I definitely I had fun at her expense. I'm not going to deny that. Do you guys know the story of like how it was that Keffels got the additional clips to deep dive? So Tipster pushed her the VOD of the interview, but then after that, Keffel started asking questions about because it came up with in the conversation, it came up her conversation with Rob Noor about leaving a child alone with a P word that's attracted to that child. And she's like, well, wait, what? What is this Rob Noor conversation? Who's Rob Noor? Can somebody get this for me? We're going deep, guys. We're going to go even deeper. And so what was funny was about I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before that, Tom had DM'd me, and other people had as well, and said that Keffels was watching my conversation with food shops. And so I started watching it, and I was with my friend here. We were doing a joint birthday celebration, and we were both shrooming. And we were both high as fuck, on shrooms and tripping, and we're laughing our asses off watching our reactions. So as soon as she started asking for the footage of the Rob Noor conversation, I DM'd Tipster, because Keffels and I haven't been on speaking terms for years, so I wasn't going to DM her directly. And so I DM'd Tipster, and I was like, hey, if you want to push this, if you want to give this to Clara, by all means, here it is. This is the compilation of all the wild shit that Food Shops has said and the crazy conversation she's had. And I said, if you pass it along to her, pass along my apologies for ruining her comm with the most cursed interview ever. And he did. He passed it on to her, and then she started going through that clip reel, and her reaction was just so visceral. By the end of the clip reel, she was just like, oh, God. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. It's wild.
Oh,
man.
It's funny as fuck.
Where can I find this?
Yes, I think this has been a burning question of mine. Is it a compilation? Is it like a playlist of different videos? I think a lot of people have been asking this.
Where's Keffel's stream?
It's Keffel's stream to see her reactions. If you want.
But but what was given to Tipster? Because I think a lot of people were confused as to whether it was like a link or like
it
like
was a
an
link.
actual compilation. Okay, that's what I figured.
It was a
yeah.
link to a compilation of videos. Let me pull up my YouTube channel. Do you have an 18 plus verified account on YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically the intro to the second to lightest video. Let me put it in the side chat real quick.
That one's up.
Here. There, take a look in the side chat.
Alrighty, let's see. Oh, this is 3 hours.
Yeah, but the intro is what you want. Which has the clip reel.
So we have...
Doesn't have an uncontrollable urge to harm children.
You popped it out, but we can't see it. Because you're sharing the original window. There. Okay, there it is.
From what I understand, the average pedophile doesn't have an uncontrollable urge to harm children. They have an attraction, much like how a man has an attraction towards a woman, but an uncontrollable urge would be something that is, by definition, I guess, uncontrollable, meaning they will eventually go after somebody. But when I say non-offending, it means that they are able to control that. Would you be more comfortable with them, like, being near schools or being near playgrounds or, you know,
No.
like, or would you, even if they weren't doing anything?
If they are attracted to children and they're honest and they have no ability to control that attraction, that means that in a moment of weakness they can harm a child. That must be protected above all costs, so they should be voluntarily castrated and interned in a place where they don't have access to children. Do you disagree? Do you think, would you be comfortable if you had a child and someone said, well, I can't control that I'm sexually attracted to children, but I'll do my best to make sure I don't offend. Would you be comfortable with that person around your child?
The way I see it is that, like, just because a man is attracted towards a woman doesn't mean the man is going to necessarily go out and sexually assault a woman, right? And you can argue that in a moment of weakness, the man might lose their head and actually go out to, you know, sexually assault a woman. But at the same time, for a pedophile, what it seems like from the Q&As I did with actual pedophiles, that
Would you have them around your child? That's all. Simple question.
Personally, if I personally know them as a person, like as a friend, yeah.
And they're telling you, I'm attracted to your daughter, your 2-year-old.
Yeah, they can say I'm attracted and stuff, but
I suggest
as long
moving on
as
to
they
the
went
next
through-
question.
Okay, all right, okay.
Don't ever have children. That's disgusting beyond belief.
I'm only into the most feminine of the most feminine.
There you are, Jay.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to have a little girl to wrap myself around.
Oh, like you're like big spoon is what you're saying. Oh, I get you.
I need to have like a 12-year-old.
What? That's so crazy that you said that. She wants a little 10-year-old girl. What the fuck? Is this like known or something?
Would they say that lolicon is the only thing preventing them from going out and raping kids? If that really is the case, I say we should allow these guys to go and acquire their lolicon.
You're not attracted to children, right?
I'm trying to think.
Okay, this clip is taken out of context.
Wait, what question is chat talking
It gets
about?
explained, but it's
Are you
necessary to
attracted to
sort of
children?
build on the remainder
No.
of the clips that
What the
come
fuck?
afterwards.
Okay,
I thought
cool,
that
great,
wasn't-
holy
I thought
shit.
that wasn't the question.
Oh my god, that's literally that was what I just said. Oh my
Wait, I
god.
thought that wasn't. I thought the question was like I thought you guys were talking about like the unprivate video thing.
No, that's all I asked.
Oh.
Are you attracted
Wait, what
to
the fuck?
lolicon?
Yeah. I think I literally admitted to this before on stream.
Do you think lolicon is pedophilia?
No.
Do you
It's
seek
still
out
probably strongly
lolicon
correlated.
regularly to masturbate?
Like I would say probably out of my like
So
top
you just
5,
like do you seek out loli? Is
I
like
would say
what I'm
I would say probably out of my top 5 or top 6 or whatever the fuck, right? For kinks or fetishes or whatever.
Is like, do you mean like the aesthetic
it
or
is-
just like the kids?
Probably it's definitely the power difference. It is more of the power difference more than anything else. Like it's probably only the power difference.
It's kind of fucked. Wait, do you seek out lolicon specifically, or are you seeking out something that has the aesthetics of lolicon?
Wait, hold on. Well, I wouldn't search up specifically lolicon because that makes me feel guilty. But like, I'm saying like, I don't know.
Just generally, you don't know how to communicate. That's why I'm trying to get you to read that.
Wait, in that specific example.
Because I feel like this whole thing, it's like you're like, okay, so it's a dominance thing and an aesthetics thing. If you're into the aesthetics, that's like way different than being into lolicon. You know what I mean?
Wait, but I do jerk off to lolicon. What the fuck?
Yeah, but do you jerk off to? Oh my god, I fucking can't stand you.
Hold on. You said, "Are you a pedophile?" I said no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I just ask, do you seek out loli to jerk off to loli?
Yes, but it's I say it's
and
strongly
specifically
I said it's correlated.
loli.
I said lolicon is pretty pedo adjacent. No, yes, it is absolutely pedo adjacent. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like I'm more than happy to call it drawn child pornography. It is literally child pornography.
Oof. Before we dive into this, we need to get a few terms and myths cleared up. Lolly hentai or lolicon hentai is a.
Is that what you wanted me to?
Yeah, that was the clip reel that Keffels reacted to.
Okay, well, you did include
nice,
the
but,
context. You did
good
include the
editing
context of that clip.
I couldn't tell what either of you were saying because you were both talking.
I said you
One
did
of-
include the context of that clip. I wasn't sure if you would.
Yeah.
Where she later was like,
Oh yeah, she said
I
that she
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
the
it because she had like an ADHD moment. I mean, I defended her in that one. But yeah, but you know, when you're doing a clip roll up like that, okay, so it's showing historical statements, right? That's the whole thing is. And so that's giving all the context of like why it is that I'm covering the thing that I'm covering. And you know, and I do terms and such after that. So, but yeah, what actually happened there, the reason why she took so long to answer was because she literally just didn't process the question. So she had her mind on something else and tuned out and didn't process what it was that Rezi had said.
yeah.
Big Light Social streamed you.
Oh, my chat's in your chat now.
Just as of Justin right now.
All right, I'll do the same.
Our chats are scissoring, as I like to say.
True.
Wow. No, I might have to. Like, is this a private video? Or this is obviously not. Like, it's public on your channel, right?
No, that one's public, but the original one that I showed her was just the intro that was uploaded to my YouTube and was sitting there as like a draft just because I was showing it to friends of mine. And so they were looking at it to like, you know, give their opinions and such. So it was unlisted at the time. And then I just released this video with that clip reel in the beginning.
The mouth is on fire. Sorry, I just burned my mouth with my TV. Oh man. Yeah, I might have to like watch that tomorrow or something. That's like a perfect well, I mean, outside of the whole Rob Noir, I don't know, sorry. Outside of that, like I'm pretty familiar with the rest of the conversation and the context, but it is like a good cohesive I don't know how you say it, like So everything all in the same spot. So I don't know that anyone's done that yet.
Yeah. That video, I did basically go over all of those conversations. So that's what that whole video is I explore every single one of those conversations and we kind of deep dive them and I look at all the context and everything. And then when I have my conversation with her, like a week later, I bring up that stuff. So I like have all that information fresh in my head and everything. And I bring all that stuff up to her. But yeah. Yep. And I'm working on the next video. I just realized that I forgot to add in this one clip. I'm like, fuck. I got to pull that in. So I got to re-edit the video and re-render it and re-upload it.
Damn.
But it's 4 a.m. So I can't
Yeah.
really do it now.
Oh yeah, it is 4. And it's even earlier for these guys.
I already woke up for the day. I went to sleep at 8 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Woke up at like 3 a.m. Woke up like 3 hours ago, yeah.
This is pretty textbook for me, although yeah.
I'm like David
circadian
Goggins.
rhythm.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Hmm.
Huh?
No, so I'm being stupid. Go ahead.
No, just talk. What are you saying?
Nothing important, I promise.
Okay, cool. Go, bro. Jesus. Well, damn. So did you have to, like, how far into your render were you when you had to realize?
Oh, I was done. I already got the thing uploaded while we were talking. So I got to go back through it. And I think I know the area where I need to do it because I think I've got a marker there. Maybe I didn't have a marker for it. Maybe that's why I didn't actually include the clips. Okay. Let me import this media. Import.
Has Keffels kind of moved on from Tom now?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see if it comes back around though.
Yeah. Did you say that you were going to make a video summarizing that, or did you say you were thinking
the Tom
of it?
stuff?
Yeah. With
Yeah,
Keffels?
yeah. That's going to be one of the next ones that I do is my coverage of, because like it seems pretty consistent that people agree that I do a really good job of interpreting Tom and explaining his views or his positions. So so I definitely want to get that one out. So I've got one more video to do before I get on to the, probably do the Tom one next. Once this video is done and I've got it uploaded and have a thumbnail for it, then I'll do the Tom one and put that out. And that should be a good one. I think that'll be a much needed one because it seems very consistent. Everybody is saying that I did a really good clarification and really grounded the positions of Tom's.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So to be honest with you, like I don't like when I guess like my understanding of what was said, like wasn't enough for me to assert any like bad will or bad intention, but I genuinely would be lying if I would not be able to steel man what he was saying. So I think that will be needed because I'm curious. But like I said, like I didn't come away from it thinking like, you know, asserting anything about Tom because personally, like, do you know what I mean? Like I recognize that if he took the time to like make a distinction there, then he's probably alluding to something. It was over my head. I didn't get it. So
yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see, I would like to kind of understand it more because like from the other side of things, from Kevil's side of things, like, you know, it seemed to be like, it wasn't even like that Keffels had like any. It was clear to most people that Keffels was not. It was not a good faith critique, right? And so, but from their side of things, it's like she has no reason to extend any charitability to him from what I can like see. I mean, from creators in this kind of distance from this degree of distance from one another, right? So so I also see kind of from at least her audience's side where all they have is like the words that he's saying. So it is like a bit of like conflict where I could see why she's able to construct a narrative that is so I don't know, so enticing, but at the same time it's like watching Tom enough to this point, it just there's so much that needs to be sussed out, and I don't think he's gonna continue to do it himself. I don't think would necessarily be even beneficial right now. So we'll see.
Well,
yeah, I'm interested to see what your take is.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be. I'm hoping it'll get some attention so that we can help correct some of the bad faith narratives about Tom. Even if it is out of context, the Zonia interview alone is enough. Haha. True, Abby. That was a damning interview. The craziest part about that is like the first, like, what? Let me take a look. The first 40-ish minutes, the first 35 minutes of the conversation with her is me trying to give her some perspective and give her all kinds of outs and let her know that it's not good for her to be talking about this. It's not good for her to engage with people on this. It's not like she needs to let go of it and move on. And yeah, unfortunately, she didn't take my advice. And so we had the conversation. I even told her, like, it's probably not a good idea for her to have a conversation with me either. And I said, but if you want to have the conversation, we can have the conversation. Because she did want to talk to me. And I'm like, all right, we can do it. So so we had the conversation. And unfortunately, it was a very damning conversation. Worse than even the Reservoir conversation. That's the thing. Like I will be very open and honest with someone. Like if I don't think they're like just like a piece of shit, I'm gonna be pretty open and honest with them and be like, yo, I don't know if it's a good idea for you to talk to me about this particular drama of yours. You know, like my advice to you is to just let it go and walk away from it and don't engage with it and just let it die in the very, very short drama memory that the space has. And I've done that for a number of people. The weird part is that there's a number of things that play into human flaws. Like one is that people feel like if they leave the conversation prematurely, that they're going to look bad. So they feel like they're going to look bad. They're going to look like a coward or something, right? But oftentimes it's better to just look like the coward for a little while and avoid the
I unironically don't know how PPL don't understand what Tom was saying.
Dragged out
sorry
for way
if that
too
happened
long
to you,
because
but you didn't
engaged with
provide
it
enough
for
information
too
for
long
us to call it
and
a
got
great.
yourself into more trouble by saying more things. Because like another problem that people have, people who can't let go of dramas, there's a sense of justice that everybody wants, right? And so people will go and they'll be like, but this isn't true about me. They'll, even if it is technically true, they will feel like it isn't true, or they'll not want it to be true. And so they keep engaging with it over. Well, I'm getting a lot of feedback.
No,
my bad. I'm good. Sorry.
And so they keep engaging with it over and over and over again, trying to correct the positions or correct the narrative, right? But you can't do that. Like once it's become a drama and people have taken their sides, and if the majority opinion is, a negative one of you, you're not going to win all those people over. And the more you talk about it, the more inconsistencies you're going to introduce, because people will always want to like reword things to try and make it work more in their favor, which creates inconsistencies, which means a bunch of people are going to pick that apart and be like, oh, she changed her whole statement on this. She said this before. Now she's saying this. That's inconsistent. Therefore, clearly guilty, right? And so your character starts getting chipped away at more and more. And that just makes, then you go from it just being a drama that was a temporary like black mark for you to being, oh, now your character is getting chipped away at more and more as you re-engage with it and try to reword things to make it be in your favor. So I try to be very direct and honest with people. Like the only time that I'm not going to volunteer that advice before talking to somebody is if the person's just like an absolute piece of shit. You know, like if they're just a piece of shit and they're like, you know, they treat other people like shit and they make allegations about other people or something like that, then I'm like, I'm not going to give away the advice. I'll just have the conversation and we'll turn it into content.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, acknowledged it all and was like, okay, this will be the last conversation. Turned out, no, it wasn't.
Gosh. I mean, I'm sick of it, bro, and I don't even hear about it that often anymore.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
I mean, you mentioned that she was going and just saying that she was a P word. So you clearly do hear about it.
Yeah, I saw that clip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I see people still pass shit around about it. I'm like, oh my god, like, is this still like?
That was 2 days ago. That wasn't at this point. It's 2 days.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that clip.
Yeah,
I think we were talking about it. Because I remember it got sent to me through chat, and then I sent it to Canklemore, and Jay might have been there. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, what happened was I joined Kenkel's VC, and then he was literally in the middle of playing it. Or no, I don't remember. No. I tuned into your stream, I think, Neve. I don't know. I don't remember.
We all know that you're watching like a hawk.
Watching what? Her stream?
The YouTubes. Do you watch other people's streams, Jay?
Never.
I didn't think so.
I tune into yours sometimes when I wake up at like 4 a.m.
And I'm still streaming.
Yeah.
Usually like 2 chats. No, actually, I don't know. I'm too lazy to chat a lot of the time. I'm there though, a lot of the time. Usually I'll like say 1 thing or 2 things to make myself known. And then I'll just sit there and like creep. No, lurk. I mean, lurk is the right word.
Well, I should probably drop off here, finish this quick edit, get it rendering, get to bed, and I'll upload it later or something. I got so much stuff to do today, so I gotta get up early. It's gonna be rough. I gotta drive a couple of distances. Oh my gosh, I got so much to do today. I wish I hadn't stayed up so late. Oh well, I had fun though talking with you guys.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Come hang again soon.
Yeah, you all have a good day.
You too.
You too.
Take care.
Good morning.
Good night.
Imagine if Ninja had a low tape of fade. Have y'all seen that?
No.
No.
Never mind.
What is it?
It's this fucking guy singing, and he's like, imagine if Ninja had a low tape of fade.
A low taper fade?
Yeah. That's all he says. That's the whole TikTok.
There's no context.
Low taper fade.
I saw a low taper fade.
What would that mean? Like, what would that look like? A low tapered. Like when you say tapered, what does that mean?
I think I
look up an image. I can't really describe it.
You know what?
Just describe it in the best way you can. Describe it like
just go to Google.
No,
See, you got Google right
Jay,
there. You go on a low taper fade right there. Enter.
Listen to me.
There it is. It's on
Jay,
screen.
I have a bowl of soup in my hand. I have a bowl of soup in my hand, please.
It's right there.
I don't have the screen pulled up. Dude,
I just had a
you've never
regular
played-
taper fade.
You never played Pictionary before?
No, I actually haven't.
That's actually super funny now. Did you send this to me or no?
Send you what?
This video?
What video?
The one you were just talking about.
No, I don't think so.
Boo, you whore.
Well, I don't think you find it funny.
What do you mean?
I don't think I sent it to anybody. Imagine if Ninja had a low taper fade. Bro, like, what even? That's so stupid.
Mm-mm. That sounds hilarious. But to be honest, I have a really big backlog of the TikToks you've sent me, so I keep telling myself I'm gonna go to bed and like sit in bed for like 10 minutes before I go to sleep, and then just like flip through them like I normally do, but then I just keep passing to sleep. Passing to sleep.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if
That was so good.
Ninja got a low table fade.
Is that Matan?
I have no clue.
No, it's not Matan.
Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if Ninja got a low table.
But imagine if I got a low taper fade. I low key might like try to find a barber near me and get a low taper fade before this game. Thoughts?
I think you should.
I think I have to for the memes, right?
Do it for the meme. Was it about you?
Yes. The guy literally goes, imagine if Ninja got a low taper fade. I literally just texted my our friend Becky who does my hair. But I don't know, like, well, I'm at, you know, cutting hair and like barber stuff is kind of different things. But imagine if I got a low taper fade.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade.
Why is it so good?
I think he's probably using auto-tune.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade.
Yeah, it is definitely auto-tune.
He did it.
Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade.
Oh yeah, you can hear it at the end when he does the. You can hear like the auto-tune slotting. Like
Yeah. I use that shit. Fucking love auto-tune.
hell yeah, oh yeah, it's great. Nothing wrong with that.
Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade. Imagine if Ninja got a low table fade.
Oh my god.
Imagine if Ninja got
Not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty cool.
Everyone looks good in a look. There's never been a person who looks bad. That's why.
Imagine if Ninja got a
You know who would look bad with one?
No.
What's his name? Fucking the guy, the internet guy, the guy.
Oh yeah,
Skippy.
That guy.
Skippy. Do you not know who Skippy is?
No, like no. What is that?
Oh no.
Imagine if Skippy.
What the
I guess it's ligament day today.
Oh Oh my, what?
If you want a back like today, drop a sub.
Oh my
if you want a
God.
back like this guy. He's taken skipping leg day a bit too far. This guy needs cable management in his legs. Surely this is just some type of domestic abuse.
One of the kids puts his hands
I think
out.
this guy ran out of battery. He's literally playing with his life.
Bro, you don't understand how jealous I am of this man 7 years ago.
Please. Yeah, I was about to say, please. No, okay, cool.
Jesus Christ.
Ew.
This is a what? That dude's got a snake in his arm.
Ew.
Dude, but if he did heroin, he'd lose all his gains.
No, he wouldn't.
Dude.
Yeah, it would take a while for those to go away.
Imagine if that dude had a low tapered vein.
No, he definitely doesn't. He definitely doesn't. That boy's got a high, non-tapered, full-fledged vein.
Is this actually that Alaskan pipeline that they were going to put in?
Bro.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Do you not know what an Alaskan pipeline is?
That sounds like a.
I do know what it is. I totally fucked that up.
Do you know what it is? What
I'm
is
so
it?
proud of that one. I know I am.
What's an Alaskan pipeline?
Sorry, it was very good.
What is it?
Are you asking me or other people?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
What's an Alaskan pipeline?
Oh gosh. I gotta remember the exact one it is.
I know what it is. I'll let you know if you're right or wrong.
Okay. Fuck, I keep thinking of like all the other ones, like fucking Alabama Hot Pocket, Pink Sock.
This is the worst video I've ever seen.
Blue Apple. Oh, what?
Alaskan pipeline.
Bro, is that when you freeze shit in a condom, use it as a dildo?
Yes, that is
Well,
what the
I've
Alaskan
found
pipeline is.
that's never skip ear day.
Yes.
Drop a sub if you want a back like this guy. This
Yes,
guy's
what?
reaction is just priceless. This is
like,
one of the
"Yeah,
most
I have the
impressive
power."
things I've ever seen.
I went to a live show of these guys, Nitro Circus.
The way he's playing with his veins makes me feel sick.
Yeah, it was wild.
Stop!
Ah, what the fuck now?
This guy has bigger arms than my thighs. Bro let out that laugh, knowing it was all over.
Imagine how easy it would be to shoot up if you're that guy.
Is that long neck?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, long neck, fucking breakneck. He's gonna be dead after that. There's no way.
Probably.
That his neck could not take that.
Relationships are hard in this industry.
I find it incredibly hard to date to the point where I actually like can't get dates. I've had guys literally walk out.
Is this Adriana Chichik?
Yup.
So intimidated by me, they would never hold my hand or.
Oh my god.
Dude, I've seen what she's done, bro.
I've kind of just given up. I feel like, sadly,
What do you
feel
mean?
like I might not ever find like a boyfriend like that. I might just end up being alone forever.
She belongs to the streets.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably one of the most traumatizing pornos I've ever clicked on was one of hers.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Is that the one that like fucked up her back?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
What are you guys talking about?
It
You guys are
literally has a
fucking-
warning before it.
When she was at TwitchCon, she jumped into a foam pit and she landed on her ass straight on the ground.
That's
and,
her?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she,
What is it? It's her name's like Adriana something, right?
Adriana
You
Chichik.
meant- is
Bro,
that the
what?
chick that fucked up her back? I thought you meant the fucking porno. Yeah.
Boy's pretending like he doesn't know. Ryan, he's like, Adriana, what's her name? You know,
Yeah, I
Ryan.
gotta at least
You
play it
know,
off
Ryan.
a little bit.
No, you don't. Fuck that. We're on the internet. People know.
What's
I've
that
heard
one
of that,
website? It's
like,
like
issue thing.
Pornhub or something.
But yeah,
Porn
the
dub.
fucking this thing, like I had heard that she was into like some hardcore shit, right? And I just typed in her name in hardcore. I was like, I gotta see this. All right. I need to see how fucked up this is. And it had a warning before it. It legitimately had a warning before it. It was like, this is Adriana Chechik's most hardcore scene. If you cannot handle these things, click off this video. And it was.
And then it showed her jumping into the pit.
Want to know what happened? Yeah.
I'll just say one of the weirder things is this guy had his entire hand inside of her asshole and picked her up by her asshole.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was literally holding her up by her shoulders and asshole.
Am I weird for wanting to see it?
No, I want to see it. When you said he had her whole hand in her ass,
Like here, I'm gonna turn my camera on and I'll just show you the hand positions.
What the fuck, guys?
Oh wait,
it was literally this.
Okay, wait.
That's fucking awesome.
Wait,
Dude was
what
playing
is
a
he grabbing her
violin.
by with the other one?
Huh? He just had her like propped up, like straight up. So if he let his hand down, she was falling. He just had her propped up, going like this. It was ridiculous.
Which is also like fucking small as hell. So
there was puke, yes. Also,
that's pretty cool. It's just
his arm was just covered in that sort of like.
Oh my god, just casual puppet
like
play.
Cologne, not cologne, colon saliva.
Jesus Christ.
It's
truffle butter.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
It's like mucus. It's not poop.
Dude,
pretty sure it is mucus.
Yeah.
Dude, puppet play is the fucking scariest sounding. Oh, that sounds so fucking gross, man. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. And
imagine if
butt slime? I think that's called shit.
It is not.
Butt slime?
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not shit.
What do you mean?
It wasn't.
Okay, think
shit.
about it. Think about it.
It was butt
Think about
mucus.
If your colon was think about it. If your colon was completely dry, every single shit you take would be like excruciatingly painful. Your colon lubricates itself so that your shit can slide out without, So that
Dude, this is gross.
you asked the, or not you. I guess you didn't ask the question. You're right. I just started fucking.
No, I did.
Telling you.
No,
Okay.
No. I said this isn't butt slime. You said that wasn't butt slime, so I guess I guess you are gross.
Yeah, no, you didn't ask. I'm just started rambling. I'm like, well,
no, I guess it's informative.
I'm gonna see if
So
I
what
can
you're
find
saying
the
is
warning.
the anus is self-lubricating, technically.
yeah. I mean, imagine it wasn't. Imagine it was completely dry in there.
Yeah. Imagine. That's insane. Dude. Butt slime is shit adjacent.
What would you do if you get a video link?
Oh, you pulled a porn. You pulled a
I
porn.
did. I just want to read the warning before it. I want to read the warning before it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Pause. Pause. Okay. The following clip shows Adriana Chechik in arguably her most hardcore. Okay, I'm only reading the fucking warning and then I'm clicking on. I'm not looking at the shit. I don't want to watch it. The following clip shows Adriana Chechik in arguably her most hardcore anal scene ever shot. In case you're not into extreme anal, prolapse play, toilet humiliation, or complete destroyed assholes, do yourself a favor and leave this video now. You have been warned. Winky face.
A warning for the warning. Holy shit.
Warning for the warning. For real, you do need a warning.
Dude, that's so funny. What the fuck? Okay.
And then Adriana's like, I can't find a man who will take me.
And you should just see, you should see the photo that this fucking I think I could show. I'm not showing this. I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna show it. It's not. It's not a porn photo, but it's very weird. Actually, you know what? I'll show it to you guys.
Imagine if.
Oh, there you go.
Can you wait? Don't. I'm on. It's stream. Ah.
It's just a photo, but it's got like the Pornhub.com on top of it. So it's like it's a photo of her face with a lot of. All right, is it off your stream, Neve?
No. Don't do it. Oh, wait, do you want it? Okay, wait. I can do it. Oh, wait, give me 1 sec. Yeah, it's off stream.
That's the photo.
Dude, is that finger going through her nose?
It's in her nose.
Wait, where am I seeing this? Oh, it's inside chat?
No,
Oh.
it's on my stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude.
Can't find a man, by the way.
Oh,
That's
my
the photo.
God.
That's the photo that leads to the warning.
No, she does have a man. No, now she does.
Damn. Dude. I think I'm anti-sex work now.
Toilet humiliation. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that sort of stuff. Like there was a conversation to be had about like
that's fucked.
The degradation of like not even just women, but of humanity, bro.
Well, this is what conservatives think all porn is.
Yeah.
So to be fair, but
so this is the porn that people defend.
Would you, if porn was banned tomorrow, would you guys protest?
It depends on the type of ban. If it's banned like it is in China, like China, there's a quote unquote ban, right? Like there's a quote unquote ban, which means it's banned from all internet services in China. But you can easily get a VPN. It's sort of like it's banned, but it's allowed if you're just like not careless about it. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like Facebook. Like Facebook is also banned in China, but if you have a VPN, you know, you could just still have Facebook and Twitter and all these things. And it's like they don't really enforce it that much unless, you know, they're trying to fuck you or whatever. So if it's like that versus like it's a hardcore ban, even VPNs, if you're found a VPN, you're going to get fined or go to jail. I'd be like, yeah, that's fucked up. But I wouldn't be opposed to being like all internet service providers must ban porn or whatever from there. I don't know if I'd be opposed to that, honestly. Because honestly, the only real effect is that kids are going to have less access to that shit. All the kid needs to do is have an internet access, go to fucking porn.com, and then they can see porn, right? Versus if it were banned, like quote unquote banned, like you would need a VPN, and then, you know, that's already like that layer right there already eliminates so many people. And it eliminates the possibility of people finding porn by accident, which I'm sure has happened to all of us. Like my first exposure to porn, and I think, I don't know, is y'all similar? It was completely by accident. Like it was like I saw some shit while just browsing the internet that I was not looking for, and then I was like, oh, what the fuck? You can see naked people online.
I'm trying to remember what my first experience with it was.
For me.
Hold on, I'll be back.
I don't remember.
My buddy showed me something.
There would be speakeasies with backrooms and computers for corn. Yeah, that's funny. Probably.
I'm back.
But yeah, it would be hard to be like, I don't know. It's hard to defend that a specific genre for sure. That is fucked. Like, but like that's like hardcore. Like that's not even.
No, that's not hardcore, strangely. That's just
What?
regular hardcore.
Bro, there's no blood or feces.
There's no blood, there's no feces, there's
That's
no like extreme bondage. It's
Whoa,
just
whoa, whoa,
like
whoa,
it's
whoa,
just
whoa,
some
whoa,
crazy
whoa.
anal.
Yeah.
No, okay, maybe, but I don't like. Okay, I also think that like
there's no lolly.
True.
But no, like I think like all that crazy shit is like its own category though, where you would have like hardcore, whatever the fuck you call that shit. You know what I mean? Like hardcore shit. Like, literally. So yeah, that's just kind of a
Glitchin',
little.
Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up. You see what he says, Neve. You see what Glitchin' said.
Oh my
said,
god.
does she cry in it?
No, that's real.
Oh my god. I thought hardcore was just like going at it hardcore. No.
No, that technically that's what it is. Hardcore porn is technically just like full nudity penetration.
No,
That's
not
all.
full nudity.
By
Yeah,
definition.
penetration.
I thought it was like I thought it was okay. I thought it was just aggressive sex.
No.
Hardcore porn technically just means you see penetration. Softcore porn is you don't see penetration. But like if you're talking about like porn that is hardcore, then it's there's a lot more to it than just like crazy anal. That is a hardcore porn, but
I didn't know that was the distinguishing factor between softcore or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't even
softcore
really
and
think I
hardcore.
knew what softcore was. I thought softcore was just like sensual.
No, like softcore you can see on like HBO at late at night. Or like Cinemax. They call it Skinemax.
You gotta look it up. Oh my god, Flezzy. Your discretion is advised.
Also, like there's a category like on porn sites that says hardcore. Like that's a different thing than like hardcore porn, because like hardcore porn would be the entire site, but hardcore category of porn, that's much different.
What would you do if you had kids and you walked in on them watching like a video?
Kill
like
myself.
That? Like they were into puppet play.
I stand by my answer.
Was that a joke or was that actually what it's called?
Well,
luckily I'm tech savvy. Like I'm gonna be a tech savvy parent, so I'll have full control over what sites my kids can access on, like, you know.
Fair enough.
True.
I'll restrict. Yeah, y'all should definitely do that too if you ever plan to have kids. Whenever you get internet service provider and you have kids, tell them, hey, block this. You know, and a lot of internet service providers have those options. Like if you just call them up and you say, hey, I don't want porn, and they're like, all right.
They have to have a catalog of like well-known sites and stuff. You probably don't even have to list stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just do that on their own. You call them up.
In the same way that's like viruses and stuff. You know how they like catalog viruses or whatever? I don't know how the fuck.
Mm-hmm. And then my kid is gonna get a VPN and he thinks he's gonna get slick. He's slick. But then I'm gonna be able to track his whole VPN usage.
Okay, hardcore corn exposes genitals, and while in soft corn, there cannot be penetration shown. Oh, that's reasonable.
I was right.
Imaginative.
Where did this fucking ogre come from? He was not there at first.
Did you see that, Neve? Did you see that my cell? Well, you know Cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, Cell has trans colors.
In what?
In Fighters, the clip I sent you.
Oh no, I
You didn't notice that?
No.
Damn. I'm transphobic now.
You know, I'm transphobic.
What is a woman, Neve? Like, what is the definition?
A woman is an adult human tree.
Bitch.
For real.
It's an adult human tree.
It's an adult human bitch.
It's anyone who thinks they're her.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Yeah. That's, I don't know. To be honest, I wanted to say something funny and I couldn't think of anything, so I need a better.
Do you have a definition? You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, let me think. Can I think about this? It's hard. It's complicated.
Is it?
Yeah. It is.
I don't think it is.
No, I'm. Let me think about it.
Imagine if Ninja got a long tape of
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Ask Abby what a woman is.
Why would she know?
She said Food Shops was barely a woman, like the first time I met her, and I want her to expand on that.
No way.
Yeah, you were there, Neve. Literally, you were right
When?
there. I was like, oh my God, it was the first time I met Abby, and what happened was it was the first time I met Abby, and I said, so I don't know, somebody was saying, I don't know, somebody said some shit about Food Shops, and I was like, why do we have to shit on women to make a point about blah blah blah? I don't know. I said something like that, and then Abby replied with barely, and I was like, are you saying? I was like, are you saying she's barely a woman? And then she didn't respond. And then I asked again. I was like, is that what you're saying? I was like, you can literally take this back right now. You can just say that's not what you meant. And then she was silent. And then you were there. You were there making faces.
I don't know if she's here. I think she went to bed.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to bed too. It's like 40.
Imagine.
You were about to say it again.
That was. But I just want to leave you in suspense.
Sure, that's why you stopped. That's why you stopped, all right. Definitely. I believe you 100%. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed, so. I gotta crash. Oh, it's fucking 7:30 a.m., dude. I'm fucking tired as shit, and I gotta be up in 4 hours. Kill me. I wanted to go to bed earlier so I could fucking go to a store, try to sell these baseball cards I have. I ain't doing that. All right. Later.
Hey, what if Food Shops have a low tapered fade?
Oh my God.
That'd be epic.
All right. Later.
Good night.
All right, I'll see
Good
ya.
night. All right. Fuck all you.